welcome back. This is another live. Statman Dave, joined by Cam Waters. Today, we're going to be taking you through Bayern Munich versus Manchester United at the Allianz. Man United's last game of pre-season.
Yeah.
Pretty
exciting.
Tasty. Yeah.
For you, anyway.
What's this?
I thought
What was this?
I thought I'd put on the German colours today.
I don't know if I can contradict you too much because Niko Kovac used to play for Croatia. I just love Croatia at the moment. You see, I'm on the Croatia hype train.
See, I reckon more people actually no. I was going to say I reckon more people would be angry at you for wearing that because England got knocked out.
Nah, it's a lovely shirt. Squares, top squares. But anyway, should we go straight into the team news?
Yeah, let's go straight into team news. I'll read out Bayern's, you read out Man United. You know.
So Manchester United. Looking like they're playing a 4-3-3. David De Gea in goal, a back four of Darmian, Eric Bailly, Victor Lindelof, and Luke Shaw. Into midfield, Herrera, Fred and Pereira. That's the pretty hard thing to say these days. And then Mata, Rashford, Manchester United's new number 10. And Alexis Sanchez. In terms of the captain as well. Again, Mourinho, changing things up. But lovely stuff in terms of, Bayern Munich. You want to read those guys out?
So we've got Manuel Neuer in goal. Then Sul, who's a
Schuler.
Yeah. Sorry,
come on.
Is that
what
the two?
Yeah, the umlaut.
Schuler, Hummels, Thiago, Ribery. What do you have to do with the app?
Ribery's fine. Just go with Ribery. Sure? Yeah, I'm good with that.
Ribery.
Yeah.
Martinez, Robben, Gnabry, Müller.
Yeah.
Alaba and Kimmich.
Interesting. Bayern Munich, I reckon they'll be playing a back four of Kimmich right back, Alaba left back, Nicolas Schuler, Mats Hummels, two centre halves into midfield. Probably maybe a two-man midfield. Martinez, Thiago, and then maybe three behind Thomas Muller of Ribery on the left-hand side, Robben on the right, Gnabry off Thomas Muller. But that's a really strong Bayern Munich team.
I said that in the description.
You put that in the description below.
I said they've got a really, really strong, experienced and almost full-strength side.
I'd say this was borderline, like you're saying, full-strength bar Lewandowski, who at the moment we don't know whether he's going to be there next season.
Will he stay or will he go now? Will he?
No, I think he'll stay.
Yeah?
I think that Niko Kovac is
Time's running out for Premier League clubs.
It is. Time is running out. We'll be doing a lot of stuff on deadline day. We'll be live every single time a transfer goes down. It's going to be a fun day. We've got some other stuff coming through the week as well. Premier League prediction will be tomorrow. Fantasy football on Tuesday. And a Wolves, how they will set up guide on Wednesday. So that's all great content. But Bayern Munich, pretty much full strength. Manchester United, though, playing a pretty decent team. You know what I like there?
Who do you like there?
Eric Bailly and Victor Lindelof.
Yeah, that's what you've been wanting to see that for a while, haven't you? I think now you see it. Are you expecting things, or are you just going to let them play, no pressure on them? Do you reckon there's a lot of pressure on them from a lot of the Man United fan base? I
think there's pressure on this pairing to work instantly. And with pairings, it takes a little bit of time to understand the relationship between who's stopping, who's covering.
And a back four instead of a back three as well. No?
Yeah, that's rather interesting. United having played a 3-5-2 through pretty much the whole of pre-season. But I just want to highlight a Champions League game where I thought Victor Lindelof really played well. The game against CSKA Moscow in the old Champions League at home. I just really enjoyed his performance in terms of a ball-playing sense. I'm just going to get that game up for you right now to show you off his stats, because that's what we do. On the Statman Dave YouTube channel, we show stats off, don't we?
We do indeed.
We do indeed.
That's what. It's in the clue's in the title.
It really is, isn't it?
Statman.
May have been Benfica. Roll on to the Benfica game. So Man United. Let me just double check. Victor Lindelof. Maybe no, it wasn't this game. Another game, guys. We've got to keep rolling through the games.
Saw on the TV there was the Allianz Arena. Now you've got to appreciate a good-looking stadium when you see one.
You really do.
I want to go to that stadium.
You do.
It changes colours and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
It's pretty sick.
Does change a lot of colours.
And I think colours.
It's a modern stadium. I think it builds pretty decent. So Victor Lindelof against FC Basel. But it was very, very good on the ball. Completed 93% of his passes. But I think if you look at what he was trying to do in this game, I remember quite well that he was looking to hit this left-right channel for Romelu Lukaku. I think that was a really sort of good move from a centre-half to play forward. Or I think it was Henrik Mkhitaryan as well, actually, that he was looking to play to. And I just like Victor Lindelof on the ball. I think he's a fantastic talent. Yeah, so Mkhitaryan, United's key guy on the right-hand side, and he was finding those passes to his feet. And yeah, they don't look like the long passes, but they're passes that really broke lines. And that's what Victor Lindelof can do. We've been linked with Bonucci for 10 years. We've got a guy that could be Bonucci, but needs that game time.
A ball-playing central defender,
exactly,
I believe, is his role.
Is what they're called, yeah. Very, very sort of needed in the modern game. You know, we look at City today playing Chelsea again. We'll probably talk a little bit about that later on. But again, City pretty much bossing the show, playing two guys that Laporte and Stones that can play out from the back, as well as Carl Walker. Lovely little base. But it was an interesting game. But it's not about that right now. It's about Manchester United versus Bayern Munich.
Got a question in already.
Okay, get the questions in.
Is Pereira going to be playing 6?
I think he may go Herrera.
Pereira at 6.
But I'd like to see Pereira at 6, but I think it may be Herrera over just for that extra defensive solidity in front of the back four, just because it's Bayern Munich are going to have a lot of danger in that area. With Gnabry in there, Robin cutting in, Ribéry potentially entering that, Muller dropping off the line. That maybe you need someone slightly more defensive, which will allow Fred and Pereira, who look like they've got a bit of a bromance going down already.
Fred in the last game we watched together was absolutely magnificent.
Oh, he's a magnificent
I'd have him at
talent.
Chelsea straight away.
Yeah, he's a player that...
I think he'd go into any side team, any team in the league, and just walk in their squad like that.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, even City, because City don't have a backup CDM.
No.
If you think about their defensive midfield spot, it's very weak. If they lose Fernandinho this season, that could cause them trouble.
Big trouble. And I think someone like Fred, who does break up the play well, does control the tempo, and you can see him here pictured with Andres Pereira. Looks like they've got a bit of a bromance already going in Manchester. They were driving to training together.
I reckon they sit next to each other on the bus.
Yeah,
maybe at the back.
Bro fist and shit like that, you know what I
table.
mean? Just talking about how they're going to open up this Bayern Munich central midfield, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think more people coming in. Which is the best midfield three since Matic will not start? These two.
Yeah, I think
the broskies.
Yeah, I think Pereira, Fred, and then when Pogba, when he's fit, would be a nice midfield I'd like to see. I think that maybe I'd like to see that start, but I think Mourinho will revert back to Ander Herrera, Pogba, and Fred. I'd say.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about? Some bounce in the comments.
Sack him. He's wearing a Bayern.
Yeah. I have actually thought about that.
Words.
We're gonna, we have had words, and there's a disciplinary already for tomorrow, ready to go. And Cam this may be the last time you see Cam ever on the internet. We'll have to delete his YouTube channel again. But guys, the team news for Manchester United, if you've not seen it. Again, massive David De Gea in goal. A back four of Darmian, Eric Bailly, and Lindelof. Luke Shaw. Got to be his last chance, this one. How many last chances has this guy had? He hasn't impressed me at all in pre-season. I'm not even a United fan, but it still annoys me how bad he is. Yeah, he's not been good in pre-season at all.
Let us know your thoughts in the chat, and we'll read some
comments.
Read some out.
Luke Shaw in or out? Like,
I'll put a poll in.
Yeah, let's get a poll involved. Let's get all the polls involved. But the exciting side of the Manchester United team, their midfield, Herrera, Fred, Pereira, and then Mata, Rashford, and Alexis Sanchez. Again, if you've not seen the news, Marcus Rashford is now the Manchester United number 10. Exciting stuff, that is.
We've got a little memorabilia shirt of Marcus Rashford. So if you'd like to talk about that once more.
Yeah, Marcus.
It's not the new number 9.
It's a signature as well.
Signature.
Lovely memorabilia that is, guys. Beautiful stuff.
That's what you get at Studio 6.
Yeah, you just get all the quality. But in terms of Bayern Munich, again, their lineup, Manuel Neuer in goal, Nicolas Schüller, Mats Hummels, 2 centre-halves, Alaba left-hand side, Kimmich right-hand side, 2-man midfield of Javi Martinez and Thiago, and then a 3 behind, of course, Thomas Muller, Gnabry, Ian Robin, and Franck Ribéry. This could be a real good game, this one. It's got a lot of, there's a lot of attacking talent on show for both sides. And what Alexis Sanchez has done in pre-season, if you've not seen him, he has been unbelievable. He's been quality. He's been probably Man United's best player by a country mile in terms of what he's doing. United have been playing a 3-5-2 through pre-season. I can show you that on the old One Football app. Decent little application if you want to go and check it out. But basically, what Sanchez has been doing in that sort of system, in that squad, it works really well. In terms of, he's a player that does drift really well, and when you start him in a central area as a striker, he moves really nicely. And I hope today, in this sort of 4-3-3, that we see him through the middle, Mata on the right, and of course Rashford on the left-hand side. That would be...
I think something that Man United might want to look out for is if they're going to get overrun in midfield. I think Bayern Munich's midfield is quite very good, especially in the centre of the pitch.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree. Again, like the 3-5-2 that we're talking about, that we saw against Real Madrid, Sanchez, Mata as a 2. Then we had the same 3-man midfield, and that was really good. In that one, actually, Pereira was holding, so maybe I think tonight Pereira will hold, but he won't against Leicester City. Real Madrid, Ceballos has been good in pre-season for them. The talented player Valverde and Llorente aren't their first choice. So I know what you're saying. This is the first real test for the 3-man midfield that we saw against Real Madrid.
Something about this Bayern team as well is the core of the team like the central core is
strong.
Mental.
Very, very strong. Well, the fullbacks, they're two of the best fullbacks in world football as well. Two of the best wingers who were getting a bit on, but fantastic.
It's basically just a class team.
Yeah, a really good team. But again, Andres Pereira has shown that he's very, very good on the ball again. Against Real Madrid, completed 91% of his passes, 47 passes, 11 challenges, 3 dribbles and 4 tackles. Interesting side of Pereira is he's been tackling very well in pre-season, which again, showing his quality as a DM. But I'm just excited to see Rashford back in a United strip, to be quite honest. I think he's a player that really excites me, and a player that's come from Manchester that you can really get behind and will work for the team, will work hard. There's so many games that we can think of over the years where he's done a defensive job and he's really sort of performed. And, he played 50 times last season, but the criticism for United fans is, he's not playing enough consistently. And maybe that's something Mourinho will do next season. We saw at the start of the season where he was playing pretty much every week. And that was sort of, you could see that he was developing really well as a centre-forward. You take the game that he played against West Ham, one of the first games of the season, how he sort of really excelled in an attacking sense, going forward. And really, he created the first goal for Manchester United. Again, a wonderful run, and then through ball to Romelu Lukaku. And that's something that you get from Marcus Rashford when he plays on that left-hand side, is that drive and that ability to go through and
love
create stuff. Yeah,
he brings, you see it for England especially because he comes off the bench, but when he starts, you might not notice it as much, but he adds so much to a game. He's such an outlet in that United side.
Yeah, massively.
If you find Rashford, it's more often than not, something's going to happen.
Yeah, again, he will go at you. He will look to take you on
direct,
in and around the penalty area, very direct,
aggressive.
Will get shots away. And I think Marcus Rashford, for me, he has more to his game than Anthony Martial. Not only because he's a better player, like the big one. There was a game against West Ham a few seasons ago where United really struggled with width.
Yeah.
And Anthony Martial started, had a very poor game, kept on coming inside every time. Mourinho literally brought him on, told him to stay wide. United won the game. He created 2 goals. It was one of those things. I think he created 1 and scored 1. It's one of those things where Rashford at his age, at 19 years old, it's incredible that he's listening tactically to instructions, and he's pulling through. And I think that's one of the things why Anthony Martial may not work at United is that side of his. Again, this game winning 1 out of his 1 tackle. That was one good game that he had this season that he really expelled. But the one that the man of the match performance was against Liverpool in March. Wonderful display from Marcus Rashford. And again, tactically, United caught Liverpool out over and over again with those balls up to Romelu Lukaku, to Dejan Lovren, and they just couldn't deal with it.
Yeah. And
that's the nice side of someone like a Marcus Rashford, that that you play a certain way, he will listen to the manager and he'll do the job the manager wants. For example, the 2 goals that he scored, both direct balls out from David De Gea. Lukaku simply flicks it on or brings the ball down into play. Then Rashford chops inside Trent Alexander-Arnold, then puts the ball in the back of the net. And that's what you want from your centre forward. You want that ability on the ball. The second goal was a similar move. Broke down Juan Mata, getting in on the act, and then Rashford finishes off the move again. A good little finish.
I think something tactically for this game is, I don't think Bayern are going to play narrow. I think they're going to stretch you, and I think they're going to hit your fullbacks. And this is where you'll see Darmian and Shaw completely tested. They're just going to. I think they'll fall apart.
Well, this is massive for Darmian.
You've got Robben on one wing, Ribery on the other, and then Alaba and Kimmich overlapping.
So if we talk about games for Luke Shaw, this is one of the games where you're he has to step up.
You're just going to get overrun on the wings.
Yeah,
that's my opinion here.
No, it's a good point.
I think Kimmich overlaps, Alaba will overlap, and they'll just hit your fullbacks hard. I think you'll see the distribution of Neuer pinpointed on Luke Shaw or pinpointed on Darmian, and then you'll have your who's up front for them?
You're looking
Muller and Gnabry, but Muller would be the one to challenge them, and then it's a flick on, and then they're in behind.
I think that could be an interesting side of it. I also think in terms of what Bayern are going to do in they're transitioning away from Pep Guardiola's Bayern Munich. They've been under Carlo Ancelotti, that didn't quite work out. Then the old manager came back, but now it's Niko Kovac, who's very, very direct at Frankfurt. Frankfurt are a very direct side, so we'll see a changing face of Bayern Munich that will probably suit them a little bit better in the Champions League, but they'll still have this side of them that they want to hold on to the ball. United have looked reasonably good when breaking. On the counter-attack, they've looked good. You think the goals that they've scored, a lot of them have come on the break in pre-season, and Sanchez has been really key to that with his movement and opening up those opportunities and pulling wide and allowing people to attack the space, and I've really liked that with him.
Something then to talk about here.
Yeah.
You just saw it on the screen.
No, yeah.
Anthony Martial hasn't travelled with the squad. Neither has Gomes, but we'll talk about Martial. He's more important here. Yeah. What does this mean for Martial and United? Is he definitely gone now? Is he out of the club?
I think it's an interesting one, isn't it? Like, he doesn't even make the bench in this pre-season game. You've seen the likes of Will Greenwood and Chong make the bench. And it's one of these things where I understand there's been potential issues with his wife, which is fair enough, take time off. But he tweeted out that that's okay.
He was fined 180 grand, 2 weeks' wages by Mourinho, and maybe about to sell to a club.
And the weird side is,
maybe
like,
a Chelsea.
I don't see Mourinho being that much of an arsehole to be like, literally be like, you have got to come back right now. Like, there's going to be an open communication. Mourinho has kids. He isn't like, he's made out to be this devil in the press, but he's a very personal man. He's a human. He's a human and he's a personal man. And, that's the weird side of it. Martial, puts these reports out that his wife's not very well, that's why he's not come back. But surely he would have told Mourinho, which makes me kind of think, is his agent in play here? It's all a bit dark, and that's the problem.
It's a bit of hit and miss in terms of how the media are reporting it. Because sometimes they're like, oh, he's taking a break with his newborn child. Yeah. Mourinho's not happy, fair enough. Then they're intoxicating it and going, Mourinho's angry, there's a fine. If he's not back by this time, he's out of the club.
That's why
Chelsea's going, Willian's coming, he's going to Chelsea, Gary Cahill's coming. Like, just taking the mick of it, aren't they? But
it doesn't make sense. That's what I mean. Like, there's a timeline of events there where Martial goes home, and then he's obviously allowed to go home. His wife's giving birth. That's fine. If his wife's not very well, that's okay. But the timeline breaks in that situation. Like, surely the club aren't going to fine him for that because they get sued.
Yeah.
Like, if they've done that where they've fining him when he's gone back for maternity, they get sued, and that's the really weird side about it. Do you know what I mean? That there's I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's just the media. It's such absolute horseshit all the time. Absolute rubbish.
I just think there's a bit of nonsense going on around the club.
I think there's some bloody nonsense.
You either need to get rid of him, or Mourinho just needs to keep it private and speak one by one. Like, why does the press need to jump on this? Like, why has it become such a big thing?
Yeah.
Do you think it's the fans that make it an issue, or do you think it's Mourinho telling it to press conferences? Like,
I think that there's an asset that could
do you
be
think
sold.
Mourinho needs to hold back on what he gives to the press about the situations? Like, if he's just saying Martial's not here because he's at home with his wife.
Yeah.
Stop. Or do you think he needs to, why is he elaborating if he wants? Like, because it just causes outer problems.
I think that's the problem. It does cause these issues, and they're not resolved, and then you have this horrible thing that goes. And I think it's a combination of a lot of different things, and people wanting things to happen and wanting things to go through, and that's the big thing, that there's a falling out there, obviously, and it's not been resolved. And United, Thursday is coming fast, which is when the transfer window closes on the 9th, August the 9th. A lot of chat about Alderweireld in the comments. Alderweireld will be a wonderful signing for United, but it needs to be done quick. Now United are in a situation where they're just going to have to spend like 60 mil on someone like Toby Alderweireld, who is 29 years old. And that's not what you want to be in terms of a position when his contract is expiring in like 18 months is it going or something like that, or 24 months? Like, it's literally nearly at that 12-month point where you can start negotiating with him X, Y, and Z. And that's why it's all a bit weird. United haven't really done their business very well this summer. I think they've done their business well at the start of the summer. I think Delo and Fred, so early, done, dusted, sorted. But
that's good business there.
Yeah, again.
Delo and Fred, in and out.
Perfect business.
Straight away.
And that's what you kind of want. You want more business
it's like
that.
The loan deals for the youngsters. Do you want them gone straight away so they can integrate with their squad? Because the season's already started in like the Championship. Well, basically the Football League.
The Football League's going. Obviously, got a bit later in terms of the rest of it.
Is it harsh for Mourinho to bring them on this pre-season tour to then loan them out after the season for them has started, and they need to then integrate and work to get a place, rather than if they get loaned out they're there for pre-season and then they can put a foot in the door, etc., etc.
It is interesting.
It's a catch-22 with how he plays it.
Well, kind of like you want these players.
Look at that for a pre-season friendly.
Yeah, lovely. Bayern Munich with the tifo all around the ground with a big Bayern Munich badge. Nice stuff there. But again, it's about how that all works together, and whether they're Mourinho's testing these players in pre-season. Are they going to make it? Are they going to go? The reports are that Fosu-Mensah will be joining Hertha Berlin, which Mourinho's had him for 2 pre-seasons. He's worked with him for 2 pre-seasons. He sent him on loan twice. Is that because they want something to develop? Like in pre-season, he hasn't had the greatest of pre-seasons. At right back, he was excellent at centre-half against Real Madrid.
I was quite impressed with him.
I just think it was really good, really, really good on the cover against Real Madrid. And it's one of those frustrating things that we're not seeing the best. If he gets game time elsewhere, that's probably quite good right now for his development. But another player that United have bought that we have that's almost pushed to the side is Delo, who played against Liverpool in the Champions League, and arguably was was man of the match in this game, was fantastic in a defensive sense, and this game showcased how he was a good defender for me in a way, but also going forward well and driving Liverpool back. Again, he's right-footed, but was playing at left-back, completed 4 out of his 6 dribbles, but also the side of his game that was most impressive was his tackling and his intercepting, and his positioning was excellent. And for a young player, that's what really impressed me about him. Not really about him going through and putting the groundwork in, but being in the right place at the right time.
It's just been unfortunate that he's been injured
just
over the whole of pre-season. So none of the United fans have seen what he's about, because you rate the kid highly.
Oh, yeah, really, really highly. And again, the big problem with European football right now, fullbacks are like gold dust. And we laughed last season when City spent 50 million on
watching this game, you'll see how important they are.
Yeah, you will do. I think that's a very good point. Again, team news, guys. If you've not seen it, for Manchester United, of course, it's a 4-3-3. Getting a phone call. That's probably at the wrong time. Getting a phone call. Unbelievable. But, I've had to reject that. Sorry, whoever's calling me. I will call you back after the stream. But Man United setting up with a 4-3-3. Again, you're hoping that this could really start to come together. Back four of Darmian, Bay, Lindelof, Shaw. Midfield 3, Herrera, Fred, Pereira, Mata, Rashford and Alexis Sanchez. Rashford, of course, the new Manchester United number 10. Yes, you guys are right in the comments. The new United number 10. If you want to watch this in the UK, go over to MUTV and go and check those guys out. Again, you'll see me on MUTV next season. That is another reason to get MUTV. All the guys there work very, very hard on all their content. Go and give them a little bit of support. Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich then. So Neuer in goal, Schürrle, centre-back. Hummels joins him, then Alaba and Kimmich on the wing-backs. Muller, Gnabry up top, Robben, Ribery on the wings, and Martinez and Thiago in the midfield.
It'll be interesting to see Javi Martinez. Again, he's a player that I think of a Niko Kovac player, very direct, very so abrasive and so forth. But we're seeing Alexis Sanchez as captain for United. Get in the comments, are you happy about that? Sanchez is a leader for me. He's a player that carries people forward with his actions. There's 2 types of leaders. There's leaders that will sit back and they'll absolutely destroy you and do something wrong. And there's other leaders that sort of motivate you with their actions. And I think Sanchez very much is that type of leader.
Would you be happy Sanchez going into the season as your captain? When you've got players like Pogba and Lukaku.
But again, like Sanchez,
another thing that
29 years old.
About is not Lukaku, Pogba. They're saying that Mourinho's not happy that he's not back yet from holiday. Like, is that just rubbish that they've made up, or is that just them trying to get a more toxic atmosphere?
Yeah, exactly.
It's creating. You have to read into it.
You do. It's creating
some people
toxic
just
fan base.
They just fall for it.
Fall for it straight away. Yeah, it's another toxic thing. They've got 3 weeks off. The players have got 3 weeks off after the World Cup finish. Of course, France won the World Cup. Players such as Rashford did come back early. Phil Jones came back early. Lukaku came back early. But these players need time off. You need to think of their bodies. You can't just continually play football. Your head will fall off. It's as simple as that.
Maybe your legs.
Your legs and your head may fall off, and you never want that in a game. So rest is good, but of course United need players back, like number 10, Marcus Rashford. So excited to see him playing for United again. He's a player
He scored 15 winning goals for United.
He's just a great player, and he scored against Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool in the top 6.
And kick-off.
Let's do this, guys. We are off. Of course, Manchester United versus Bayern Munich. Do you want to change the scoreline in the title? Then we will get this party started.
Don't forget to like the video. There's 690 of you in the
690 legends, guys. Keep getting your questions in as well. The game is not on MUTV. It is definitely on MUTV, guys. We are watching it on MUTV. Shout out to all those guys. Bayern Munich, though, playing from right to left. Manchester United left to right in this lovely away kit.
Actually a very nice away kit, this.
Interesting. It looks like Marcus Rashford
leading the line.
Centre forward. Yeah, Marcus Rashford through the middle, Sanchez left hand side.
That makes more sense to me. Sanchez more of a natural winger.
Yeah, no, I do like Rashford out there, but Sanchez
I think Rashford came
in
from youth level as a
right winger.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's it's kind of like he's become that sort of Mbappe style forward winger that sort of drifts wide and so forth. But for United again, Pereira is holding in midfield. If you've not sort of seen the team lineup, Pereira is holding definitely in midfield. Fred again breaking through midfield to Sanchez. Ball out wide to Juan Mata.
See, what I don't get here is, you know how you say wing backs is such a crucial part.
Ball in the box. Chance.
Why did Darmian come so late then?
This is the big thing.
He was like, so Sanchez switched the ball to Juan Mata. Mata had it on like the edge of the 18-yard box, a bit to the right, and Darmian wasn't even in the picture.
That's the frustrating side.
He's way back on his halfway line, and then Mata's got to either cross it in, which you obviously lost possession by, or if Darmian was there with an overlap, it's a nice.
Oh dear, front Ribery potentially in behind Eric Bailly goes over. Great sort of strength with Eric Bailly there. But no, I agree with you. I think that's the The problem with United isn't that they don't have a right winger.
Will be. It's the pizza.
Oh, it's the pizza. Oh, god damn it, it was the pizza man. We may have to call the pizza man live on air, guys.
Live on air. This is something you don't see every day.
Can you talk to us about the game? I'll deal with the pizza situation.
The game, it's just replays at the moment, to be honest. How's the pizza man? De Gea with the ball in his 6-yard box.
Hello, is this the delivery order?
Distribution.
It's Uber Eats. Sorry, not delivery. That is bad. That is real bad. Yeah, we'll just we'll send someone up to grab the pizza. Cheers, buddy.
Oh.
You should be on Lever Street, number 22. Oh well, that's the one, mate. We're live. We're broadcasting. Oh, no worries, man. We'll send someone up. Sweet. Speak to you in a bit. Bye, bud. That's what you get here, live on the Statman Dave channel, Cam. Let's move on. Topics of discussion. Anything in the comments that they want to be talking about? Pizza. We've got 2 margaritas ordered, a ham pizza, and then some other pizzas as well. But anyway,
where do you lads think United need to strengthen?
I think it's a fullback. Bayern Munich. They're crossing the ball from right back. Joshua Kimmich would be the ultimate signing for me at right back. That would be unbelievable. Cameron, don't bother putting that. That's fine. Just had to remove that one. For a start, we'll just pretend that didn't happen. We'll move away from it. Yeah, I think United need a right back and a left back maybe. I think Delo could come in and be a good option at right back. Matteo Darmian, you know, there's been rumours that he's leaving, of course, free this season. But it's one of these things where I can't see that going down because of the sort of injury problems with United. Valencia out.
Luke Shaw out. There is a poll now.
Is there?
If you think Luke Shaw should stay or go, vote here.
Right up there.
Right here, in the I button.
Interesting United shape as well. It's like looking a little bit 4-4-2-esque without the ball, where Herrera's going onto the left-hand side, and then Juan Mata's covering the right wing. Looking nice, like a 4-4-2 defensive shape. I like that from Mourinho. Very, very good.
It's very open at the moment.
Is open. But I think United will get a little bit of more of control in the game. Again, Pereira's been fantastic on the ball if you've not seen him in pre-season.
Composure on the ball from everyone at the moment.
Decent. Again,
until De Gea knocks it long. But what else can he do?
Again, this is, United have looked a bit better with this midfield. Pereira's very comfortable on the ball. Fred's comfortable on the ball. Herrera's quite comfortable on the ball. And it looks a bit better. And with Paul Pogba coming back, a player that's exceptionally good on the ball. Interesting. Yeah, guys, get into the comments as well. Your top 4 in the Premier League this season, because that is such a big debate at the moment, because Liverpool have strengthened. City absolutely blew away Chelsea today. Arsenal looked very, very good in pre-season, and Spurs haven't bought anyone yet. So get into the comments.
What's your score prediction?
Score prediction for today? I'm going to go with a 2-1 United win. I think there'll be a lot of changes. I think hopefully we'll see Greenwood. That'll be nice.
Mason Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood. That's what I want to see, a bit of Mason Greenwood.
I mean, you don't want your players getting injured, do you? Before the
the big game next Friday. Man United versus Leicester.
Maybe for Rashford coming back from the World Cup.
Yeah.
Maybe not fully fit.
Again, like what Mourinho's done though pre-season so far is he's had to play them a little bit longer than than usual. He's been playing them to the sort of 85 minutes and then making the changes to get them sort of game fit. Again, Mourinho's doing it differently to other managers do it, but obviously there's thought and there's meaning behind the preparation. And I think you'll see Rashford for a lot longer than you expect. I expect him to play 80 minutes.
How are we watching this live, Dave? Because people say that it's not on MUTV.
It's on MUTV. We're definitely watching it on MUTV. We ain't lying to you guys.
Only in the UK, though, I think.
Oh, that might be the problem. UK only. Maybe ESPN. Go and check that out. Maybe in America. I'm not too sure about America. In the UK myself.
Stay here and watch it with us.
Yeah, exactly. Stay here. Don't mess about. Eric Bailly on the cover again. Gnabry trying to run in. Serge Gnabry last season.
Nice football. Awful touch, but nice football.
Yeah, again, Serge Gnabry really progressed under Julian Nagelsmann.
So for you, is it time for Luke Shaw to leave or give him a chance?
I think today is the day. This is Judgment Day today. We're building the stream up. This is Judgment Day. Luke Shaw plays well against someone like Robin, then we've got a player there potentially. If he gets exposed again, like we're seeing, ball in behind, Kimmich, byline, cuts it back, edge of the area, lovely step over, Thiago, De Gea saves, Matteo Darmian with a
Dave saves.
Scuffed clearance there, but good play on that left-hand side. United have got to be a little bit more aware to that. There was a run from Kimmich inside of I Am Robin. That's the classic Kimmich underlap.
News that United are preparing a bid for Leicester City centre-back Harry Maguire.
Breaking news on the Statman Dave channel.
I don't know if it's breaking, but
it's breaking news. We're making it breaking news. Harry Maguire bid going in from Manchester United. According to Sky sources, the pizza is here. We are all going to have a lot of fun. But Harry Maguire Could be on his way to Manchester United.
What do you think?
Yeah, I'd personally take Harry Maguire over Alderweireld. I think the big thing with Mourinho, likes his English centre-halves. Something that I mentioned in the Harry Maguire video that I did on my channel, that seems to be a really good relationship with with those English centre-halves and getting that passion and that fire out of them, which I really like. Shot coming in though from Thiago. Good save from De Gea. If you didn't, if you haven't got the stream, we'll commentate.
People saying here their Premier League predictions: Man City first, Liverpool second, Chelsea third, Arsenal fourth.
Arsenal fourth. That's interesting.
That's the exact same as mine.
If you want to see mine, though, check it out tomorrow. There'll be a video on my channel tomorrow. You'll be getting my predictions for the Premier League season that is going to kick off next Friday.
Rory Hamilton says first Statman Dave, second McCullough, third House, and fourth Gaz.
Yeah, Statman Dave, it's growing.
That team is quite,
Yeah, good team. I'd say Gaz is probably, I'd put in more relegation zones, to be quite honest.
Relegation.
He's just a shit Statman Dave. That's what everyone say to him in Manchester anyway. So that is all the fun for
Boateng for 50 mil maybe.
You see, Boateng, it's one of those things again where he's played for Manchester City, and it's just one of those things where I don't, I'm just not sure. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like,
I know what you mean, mate.
You know what I mean? You've played for a rival club. No, thank you. But Harry Maguire, what a World Cup he had. I think that was a really interesting side of Maguire, was how good he was in the air, how dominant he was in an attacking sense, and how useful he is as a target. And it's something United have really lacked, is that ability to score from set pieces. Something that's out of their game at the moment. And Maguire, having 3 shots against, they're just taking one example against Tunisia, 3 shots on goal, again, all in the penalty area. But the interesting side is he's just winning aerial duels inside the opposition's box, which is vitally important when you're looking at playing those balls in. There you go, we've got 3 out of 4 he won in the opposition's box. Work in those situations where you sort of play a flat cross to the back post, Maguire attacks it, wins it, and then knocks it down. We saw a good relationship starting to build between Ashley Young and, of course, Harry Maguire. And it was always sort of flat to the back post, allowing Maguire to attack it. Vitally important for Manchester United scoring goals from set pieces. And United need more goals next season. One thing will be set pieces. That will contribute to them in that attacking sort of sense. And that's what I want to see from United.
Set pieces are a very big game.
They are. Like, Chelsea won the league on set pieces. Leicester City won the league on set pieces. City didn't last season, but that's the importance of set piece. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to say. The set pieces are so important in the Premier League. You take... to be fair, last season, City scored 15 goals from set pieces. Only Bournemouth scored more. United 14. So not too bad, but could be better. City getting a lot of penalties. But you take the Premier League season that Chelsea won the league in 16-17. Again, you're getting a lot more goals from set pieces. I do think that the high percentage of goals. So Chelsea scored 22 goals that season, more than any other side. West Brom, Tony Pulis's West Brom were ranked as number 2, and that is why Maguire will be vitally important for United, in not only an attacking sense but a defensive sense. And what you're going to get is that ball player. It's another ball playing centre half. That's the big thing with Maguire. He doesn't look like a ball playing centre half, but he can play. He can drive out. There's absolute crazy stats in terms of his dribbles. He's completed more dribbles last season than Aguero, Firmino, loads of attacking players. And I think that's vitally important for United, is picking up the ball, taking it out, the classic Rio Ferdinand move, getting into midfield and drawing someone out. Because United, they really struggle to beat some teams and break some teams down because they had a lack of base and they had a lack of someone stepping into midfield and drawing somebody out consequently opens up. You see someone like Gerard Piqué, all through his heyday at Barcelona and is still in his heyday now, stepping out into midfield, which got a bit of a break at the moment with Joshua Kimmich taking a bit of a knock in the game. That's why we're talking a little bit different.
On the bench, I think, and Lewandowski, I think maybe that's a sign.
Well, both Lewandowski and Jerome Boateng to Manchester United.
Maybe not Manchester United. Maybe some other brilliant players in the Premier League.
Yeah,
we're going to speak to them and be like, why don't you come to London? Yeah,
but at the same time, I don't think someone like
someone just saying there though, Chelsea are going through a transition period. I don't think they're going to get top 4. I
kind of agree. I think what we saw today with Chelsea is we saw
dodgy passing at the back there.
I think we saw something like what Jorginho can bring the side, but also the negatives of Jorginho in a way. Ball over the top. Marcus Rashford is in. Right-hand side, Marcus Rashford receives it. Number 10 for Manchester United. Looks to cross in the box. Low cross. Great ball.
Darmian. What's he going to do
Edge
with
of the area.
Nothing, because the touch was awful.
Matteo Darmian in the final third again. But Pereira recycling through Fred. Lovely little bit of link-up play from United. Alexis Sanchez, 30 yards out. Ball out wide to Luke Shaw. Can he deliver? Oh.
Touches it. Brings it inside. Can't use his left foot.
He's just on the
uses his right foot. And stops the play.
Absolutely atrocious.
And now he is not even...
Fred, though, recycling the ball. The big thing with Fred is he wins the ball back really well. Just did that in the final third. But Luke Shaw had an opportunity. Sanchez had come in. Luke Shaw was on the overlap. There was an opportunity for him to cross first time. Took a touch. Did the Louis van Gaal. Came back on himself. But very good movement from Marcus Rashford, right? Into the channels.
I thought his ball into the box was very good. If you had like a centre mid line on the edge, well, it's a foul, right?
Or attacking the back post was where the run should have been made, should we say.
Though, wasn't it?
Yeah, a little bit blocked. But in terms of what Chelsea did in the game today, if you guys didn't miss it, it was a reasonably interesting game of football. I think we also saw what someone like what City can do this season. They're going to be so dangerous. But Jorginho was good. The only thing that he was bad was in terms of he needs someone next to him like N'Golo Kante. I can't tell you this enough. He's a regista. He's a ball player. He's absolutely rubbish when it comes to being physical.
I think Kante's going to stay, and I think that's when you'll see how good
Jorginho is. But I also think they may need to switch to a 4-2-3-1. I think Sarri's played a single pivot at Napoli, but I just don't think Jorginho is going to get away with playing as a single pivot. Again, he won 5 out of 9 of his tackles, but he was dribbled past 4 times at defensive midfield in that key area. If you saw the second goal City scored, it was a 6-on-4 break. An absolute 6-on-4, and it's one of these things where you can't be doing that.
Yeah.
In the Premier League, you can't do that. You know, the bright sparks
a definite goal in
the bright sparks for Chelsea, of course. Callum Hudson-Odoi, someone that has impressed massively. 100% of his dribbles in the first half, completing 94% of his passes. 2 shots.
Do you think he's going to get a chance in the Prem?
100%, yeah. I think if I were Sarri, I'd be switching to Eden Hazard as a false 9, Barkley behind him as a 10, two defensive midfielders in Kante and Jorginho. That's what I would do anyway.
Who'd you play on the wings?
Callum Hudson-Odoi on one side, Pedro on the other side.
What, Hudson-Odoi is the starter?
On the left-hand side, yeah, why not? I think he's a very talented player. You know, more on that. Do you want to put it in the I button? The scout report, if you want to check the scout report on...
No William, then?
No William. William's off to Man United, mate. Free transfer, I heard. Other stuff from obviously from City's side, Aguero was fantastic today. Potentially for your fantasy football team, could be the man. Again, we're going to do a fantasy football video on Tuesday. That's going to be dropped. Stay tuned. 7 shots on goal, 4 shots on target, 4 chances created, 3 take-ons and 2 goals. He was really good today, guys. He had a fantastic display. But it was a game where you can see that Guardiola's far down the line in terms of what he wants from City. Rashford's playing very well again.
And as you see, you can tell he was a right winger at the youth level because he's drifting wide.
He does.
He runs the channels.
He does when he plays as a centre forward. He drifts wide, like you're saying.
His pace is just Hummels can't deal with it.
Can't. Again, Mats Hummels got caught out in the World Cup with his pace, with not his pace, with another player's pace. But it's interesting to see Rashford moving in and out and picking up these little pockets and. That's why the Fellaini relationship worked quite well in the Europa League run, because Fellaini would arguably start as a false 10 in a way and would move into the striking position. Rashford would drift right and cross. That happened in the semi-final for a goal, and it's one of those things where that's something that Rashford needs is that some player, like you're saying, when he drifted wide then, great ball into the box, back post, but there's no one running from midfield. Fred, someone that could do that. Did that quite a bit for Shakhtar on the transition, but didn't get to a stage. We have Frank Ribery, left-hand side. Good challenge from Damian. I think that was good defending. Damian doing pretty well in a defensive sense.
That's something you can't do when you've got Rashford up top. Just launch it.
That's a big thing.
Unless it goes over.
Or the channels. Yeah, it's either channels or over the top.
That's like a target man ball. And he's not going to challenge for that.
No. So you need to either find
his feet. Look how deep United are.
It's not a bad thing. Again,
it's a nice shape, but exactly. Very deep.
Like when you're watching Chelsea and City today, they both play with a very, very high line, which is going to be interesting when they play against Man United and they play against either a physical, powerful centre forward in Romelu Lukaku that's very, very quick, or even a Rashford or a Sanchez from wide and making those runs in behind. That's what we want to see more from, of course, Alexis Sanchez. But keep getting into the comments, guys. Keep talking about the game, questions, all the good stuff. Even about your team. Any team in the Premier League, any team in European football, we will talk about it right here. Any good stuff in there, Cameron? Just blocking people?
I'm not. That wasn't me. That was Benjamin.
Good work, guys. We don't want any hate or any...
Not blocking, just removing.
Yeah, see you later, guys. Fred deep in midfield. Ball out there to Eric Bailly. Bailly Lindelof so far. Bailly's doing some good work on the cover. Yeah. Not seen Lindelof enough on the ball, though.
Lindelof hasn't really been as involved as I thought, maybe.
Nice. I love that from Fred. Absolutely love that. So what we just saw there...
Fred's so smart.
He's such a smart player,
his
man.
His intelligence on the ball is ridiculous. The way he comes inside. You know when the centre mid do that little circle thing where they just turn out, and it just loses there, and then they might come back in?
Yeah.
That's something that he's brilliant at. Like, he just loses his man so quick.
He's like when you see really good players, you almost see the opposition have like 4 players, making a square. and you'll see the player operating in the middle of that, and that's what Fred does. We just saw there United building from 2 centre-halves. Pereira dropped to make a 3, and then Fred dropped again. So it's sort of talking like with Shakhtar did the same thing, where it was that there was a 6 who played with Fred who would drop, then Fred would drop in there as well as like a ball-playing 8. And like honestly, Fred, like, it's so frustrating that there's no like excitement about Fred because he's going to be so good. Well, there is now after his game against Real Madrid, but it was annoying that there's been no excitement before because he's exactly what Man United need in central midfield.
People asking, do you think United will buy someone? And if we do, why are we buying a centre-back when we're weak at left-back?
I kind of agree there. I think if I were in charge of transfers at United, the left-back would be my top priority to compete with Young. I think with Young, having someone else to play in that position as well, someone that can compete for that first-team shirt and arguably add something in an attacking sense, defensive sense, yeah, 100%. Left-back over a centre-back for me. That's what I would go.
Thoughts on the Alphonso Davies move to Bayern Munich?
It's interesting. It's
Canadian
record signing from the MLS. 17 years old, is he? Take-ons for fun. I think he was like 101 out of 138 in MLS over the last 2 seasons. So that's really, really good. Pereira getting beat by Serge Gnabry, one-on-one with Victor Lindelof. Great defending from Victor Lindelof. Sets him in, brilliant defending, little ball back to David De Gea. United looking to play out. I like this from Man United. Nice little touch from
Shaw there. You've got to give him credit when it's due.
Yeah, no, it's good little touch from Luke Shaw there. Again, like, I'm not a type of guy that's going to completely criticise. If they're playing well, they're playing well. If they're not playing well, they're going to get hammered.
Turns out.
Fred again, beautiful stuff.
There, ref? No?
So Victor Lindelof then had someone like Serge Gnabry, a very tricky winner shot. Well held by
Dave saves.
Dave saves again. Hashtag that shit. Tweet me at Statman Dave.
Family friendly, Dave?
Family friendly. I'm forgetting that today, guys. I'm getting a little bit excited by this Man United setup and Victor Lindelof defending very, very well 1v1. And he does give that option, doesn't he, Victor Lindelof? He's quick, deceptively quick.
Apparently the board are not giving Jose the money, and I think they want to sack him.
Interesting. That's, again, probably been sucked up by the media, spat out somewhere else. Should United have gone for Digne? No, he's not.
Thoughts on Foden today?
Oh, he was very, very good today, Phil Foden. Again, like something that is good as an English person to support the national team.
Brilliant.
With the talent that he's got, he's just such a, like Hudson-Odoi, 2 players there that today really sort of shone. When they were playing again, Phil Foden grabbed his second ever assist for Manchester City for the Aguero opener. If you didn't see it, basically City, brilliant combination play. They exposed Chelsea's weak underbelly of Jorginho. Then they broke him behind. Foden driving through, little pass to Aguero. Aguero scored. What happened there, Cameron?
Rashford just laughing at the linesman because he gave a throw in for Bayern Munich near their touchline. So it's not a dangerous throw or anything, but he was just like, how have you missed
I don't understand why he got missed that as well. But United putting the squeeze on, pressing high at the pitch. A theme of pre-season is United being a lot higher.
Just drifting on. Are you sure he's not playing on the right? Because every time he's picked the ball up, I don't know whether you can't on the stats that.
Yeah, his
touch map, I swear, is.
Yeah, it's very right side. I think that's what Rashford is though. Like he is that. That's why he's quite like Mbappe when Mbappe plays as a striker. That they do both of them drift horizontally when they play as a 9C. He's playing as a striker.
He knows his positioning, but like. Any channel ball, he'll always go right.
But again, like Mbappe is more left than right.
See, where's?
Not too bad for Manchester United there. Decent defensive shape. Nicolas Schüller stepping out of defence. Tattoos everywhere. Ideal starting 11 for Friday. Interesting. At the moment, I don't know, given the fact that United may buy someone. But I'd definitely go with Pereira, Fred, Pogba, midfield 3, or even this one. Like, to be honest, I think the best 11 could be this 11 we're seeing right now, in terms of fitness and being ready. You know, a lot of players coming back for Manchester United. I don't think Lukaku, Pogba will start yet, but you still got someone like Juan Mata.
Yeah,
player.
He is good. He's been getting a lot of.
He deserves it. Love. Hey?
Yeah, love.
Yeah, he's a
lot of love
guy.
in the comments for him.
Again, like when United played well last season, Juan Mata would be playing. And it's something that we forget that when with Mickey, Mata, Pogba, that was a really good triangle. And when Mata played, United seemed to tick. You think they take the game against Liverpool, who's playing on the right-hand side, who pretty much creates that second goal? Juan Mata.
Why don't United go for Zaha, Dave?
Zaha? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think he's at that top level. Nah, he's not quite there. He's a good player, but I don't think he's there.
Top-class analysis.
I think he lacks that thought process. The best players that you see, the players that should be what United are looking for.
Yeah, I think if they lose him at Palace might struggle and go down.
Yeah, no, I think they will. I think what he does for that team is very good. He's the outlet, but at the same time, Roy Hodgson builds teams to have these outlets. You think Clint Dempsey was their outlet when they got to the Europa League final, and he was a very good player.
Can Ross Barkley still fulfil his potential?
Yes, Barkley's been.
We've been watching him.
Yeah, we've been watching pre-season, and today he was good. You know what you get from
a
him.
lot of Chelsea fans forgot about him. You know, we were just like, where is he?
Again,
injured.
like with Barkley when he's full flow, when he's happy, when he's fit, he's an awesome player to watch. He's a really, really good player to watch. And I appreciate someone like that, and Sarri will get the best out of him because Sarri will like him playing in between the lines. The big thing with the midfield today, as we mentioned before, Fabregas, Barkley, Jorginho is just too offensive.
People saying though that is the pizza cold?
Oh, well, we'll have some at half time. It's just chilling.
Yeah.
If any of you guys want some pizza in the old studio, you go and grab some goddamn pizza.
You know, I'm more than happy for a slice of margarita.
Yeah, do you want to get some? Yeah, we'll have a slice of pizza.
Cheers,
we'll get some pizza, guys. We've got some pizza, good pizza from Sandbar in Manchester. Lovely little pizza.
Also, a lot of people saying that why is Mata playing on the right wing? It makes me want to cry. Zaha is much better than.
We'll go for them. Is it cut? Is a question because we requested that. Lindelof defending the near post there again. Kimmich.
Not cut.
Oh, it's not cut. Kimmich getting down the right-hand side for Bayern Munich, a trend. Like, if I could sign one player in European football and there was no option, it would be Joshua Kimmich. Bayern Munich short corner, edge of the area from Thiago, back out to Joshua Kimmich.
The boys moving the ball
Good
fast.
defending. Yeah.
And that's positive.
Yeah, no,
Quick
I think
passing.
it's what I like about this United team in pre-season is that they are literally playing out at the back and they're pressing.
The tempo is something that we talked about. Obviously, you know how we have a nice little rivalry on Football Manager.
Yes, we do.
Who's the best manager? And it's clearly me.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely.
Have you got Barnsley promoted yet?
Shut up, Dave.
Lost his thought. Absolutely gone. United defending another corner and the Herrera ball.
How you always mention if you don't up the tempo at one point and slow it down again, you're just going to be absolutely knackered.
Yeah.
But like something that Man United can do is keep that tempo high for a long time.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're seeing.
Yeah, again,
I think the one-touch stuff from Luke Shaw and stuff is something that they've obviously worked on.
It's Fred, it's Pereira, it's Shaw.
Do you think these quality
Lindelof
of players brings a new sense of confidence to the players that are a bit unsure about their composure on the ball?
I think, like, honestly, if I'm going to be honest with you, these aren't midfielders that have played under Louis van Gaal.
Oh, thank you very much.
And that's it. That a lot of those midfielders, look at these plates. Shout out to the plates. Golden ball plates. But yeah, so for me, a lot of the players that played under Louis van Gaal in midfield were ruined under Louis van Gaal because he changed their game from being progressive. Ander Herrera was so progressive at athletic build.
I rated Ander Herrera so much, and I still think he's a class player.
He's a wonderful player, but you can see his passing. His passing's been a little bit restricted. Ooh, David Hare coming off his line there. But what you got with Pereira and Fred, they didn't play under Louis van Gaal. They're a lot more direct. Here we have lovely ball over the top. Manuel Neuer
beating that sweeper keeper.
Oh, lovely little shot feint there. Gotta like that from the goalkeeper.
You've got to rate him, haven't you?
Yeah, but another player, like we were chatting before, one player, if I could sign anyone in European football right now for United, it would be Joshua Kimmich. Here's his pass map from, of course, the Champions League semi-final against Real Madrid. Grabbed an assist in this game, played ref!
God's sake.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, back to the thing. Joshua Kimmich that day created 3 chances, completed 94% of his passes. He was unbelievable that day and was such an outlet. That'll do, lads. That'll do. We've got some big pizza on the Statman Dave YouTube channel today. Big pizza. But yeah, Joshua Kimmich. Guys, get into the comments. If you could sign anyone in European football, and I'm talking anyone that would make this Manchester United team better, get into the comments. We'll go through your suggestions.
Of course.
You write them down, Cameron, and we'll go through.
And
we'll
half
get
time,
stat zone going on.
Another Instagram Q&A.
Yes, Instagram Q&A. Any questions? Follow me on Instagram at Statman Dave and get those Qs, and we'll give you those A's. I love rhyming sometimes. Absolute bad man. Man United, though, building up from the back again. Victor Lindelof, ball out. Eric Bay. Like, this is why, again, like, there's a lot of questions in the comments about the centre-half problem at United. With these two, is there a problem?
I reckon they could get exposed.
How? How would you expose them, Cameron, if you're a Chelsea manager?
Play around them, really. Lindelof doesn't look as smart as Bailly. Bailly uses
He's a better defender.
Bailly uses his body, and he can read the game better. Lindelof, I think you could catch him out. I think even Hazard's movement would just...
No, you see, I think he'd be excellent at that. He's done really well against Richarlison last season. He was really good against Sanchez when he played at Arsenal when United won 3-1. The only thing that I question again, said it before on the stream, it's just those target men. Troy Deeney caused him a lot of problems. Giroud caused him a bit of problems. I think Giroud was one of them. But it's one of these things where I think Victor Lindelof, if he works out that aerial issue, like he's going to be an unbelievable centre back. And I'd give him the time. He had a really good World Cup playing next to Granqvist for Sweden. Sweden again progressing to the game against England. Had a really good tournament. Really excelled in the game against Germany. Was good.
Dave, thoughts on breaking transfer of Ousmane Dembele to Arsenal? Di Marzio is currently breaking the news, and a fee is already at an advanced stage. Reports are gathering fast by other reporters.
Wow.
Dembele to...
I'm not seeing it on my Reddit. Shout out Reddit. #OurSoccer. But if Arsenal were to buy Ousmane Dembele, that would be one hell of a signing. If they're going for him, Manchester United should be doing that as well. Because he is an unbelievable player.
That would be a crazy sign. Like, how have Arsenal all of a sudden just become like this powerhouse?
Unai Emery, but as well,
Aubameyang's going to be ridiculous.
They've built this sort of ball in from a corner, headed out by Manchester United. Just to give you a little update on the game. Fred, left hand side, can he keep it in? Absolutely not. But going back to the Arsenal point, they've built the club the right way. You know, when Fergie left, United were a bit of a mismatch of director of football, blah blah blah. They didn't have a strategy. Arsenal very much have a strategy. And again, it's nice to see Arsenal progressing. I'm a massive fan of Unai Emery. I think he's a really good manager. And I didn't like it when he was at PSG because that PSG squad is just horrible, ugly. It's just got some bad eggs in there, and I just don't like someone like Unai Emery that builds his team on work rate. Another cross coming in from right hand side. Luke Shaw needs to be a little bit more touch tight.
James MUFC saying that great tactically decision from Cam showed why he couldn't get Barnsley promoted.
That's why James MUFC.
I'll have you know, James. It was very close. It went down to the last day in the season.
But it wasn't actually tactics why you bottled it. It was more that you
bottled it.
You proper bottled it. Like, you didn't take your time. You didn't look at the opposition. You didn't slow yourself down. In the last few games of a season,
my tactics are actually decent.
In fantasy football, in sort of Foot Manager, you've got to slow yourself down. Like, you were sick. You were getting promoted, and then you bottled it. In the office, absolutely bottled it. Unbelievable.
But wait until we do this live stream. I'll show you how good of a manager I am, James. Anything else?
Questions?
Yeah.
If Arsenal get Dembele,
a lot of people have put in who they want to see. You know how you were saying?
Oh yeah.
So you've got Thiago Motta there. You've got where is it? Kimmich, Sandro, Alderweireld, Dembele, Nagatomo.
Nagatomo is well shot. He was good at the start of his career, but he's sort of dropped off. Yeah.
People aren't happy by the breaking news we just had.
About Dembele.
Yeah,
frustrating. Again,
if he's going to Arsenal, why aren't United being?
That's a fair point. I'm still not seeing it on my Reddit yet, guys, so I'm not going to go down on this until we're ready. Does Di Marzio definitely tweet out? Just double check that. We don't want to give too much hype to people. Shot comes in with Franck Ribéry. United clear again, enter the box. You look defensively quite sound today. Touch wood. There's some wood off camera. There's wood here as well. There's wood behind us.
There's wood everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of wood in this office. Stephen Howson has got a weird thing with wood. Let's not go into it too much, but it's a bit weird. Again, tweet out Stephen Howson. Why do you like wood so much, you freak? That'd be great.
Don't forget to like the video, guys. There's 730 of you. Absolute legends.
Let's find a Ousmane Dembele game where he absolutely dominated.
Arsenal can't afford him. That's the issue. Is the Maguire news true?
No, it came on from Sky Sports. Again, they're so hot and cold on these types of things that sometimes they get it, sometimes they don't. This could be a no. There's a lot of good United sources. If you go onto, again, Reddit or Red Devils, they've got a tiered list of people who you should respect. We'll get that up. Maybe we can discuss that at half time. But the World Cup, Dembele didn't really have a proper run out. The game against Australia, for example, was played on the left wing, and I'm not a massive fan of Dembele on the left wing. It's one of those things where I think he's much better on the right. I prefer him as like a traditional winger. But what you get from Dembele is pace. Again, this game wasn't a great game to show him. Again, when he's on the right hand side, not as good as on the left. 0 out of 4 dribbles, not his greatest game that we've ever found for Dembele. To be quite honest, we might have to jump into Stat Zone again. A great app, link in the description below. We're currently having our first water break. I'd love some water for the water break, but that'd be something that I would love to request a bet. If we were betting. But let's find La Liga. That's the game we want. Let's find a Dembele game.
Got some more transfer news after
Cheers,
this.
Ben, you absolute ledge. More transfer news. There's transfer news every single day of the week, isn't there? It's almost like it's the transfer window. Closing soon. What more transfer news? You read the transfer news out.
Okay. So United are preparing Maguire's bid.
Yes.
Sarri saying he must speak to Courtois before anything happens.
Okay.
Ben Gibson completes his Burnley move.
That's a good sign. That's a good sign. Ben Gibson's always been in and around. Cheers, Ben, you absolute ledge.
The papers are saying that you're going in for Alderweireld.
Yeah, so that's the one that's been heavy.
If you're
that's
preparing
really
a bid for Maguire, why are you also going for Alderweireld? I don't get why you're going for a centre-back. I just don't understand.
It's not the whole. Again, you're agreeing with all the guys watching the video, all the legends at home. Like, that's the same thing. Like, there's other holes in the United team that I think should be dealt with first.
No Di tweet.
No Di Marzio. Oh, someone's absolutely stung us there with some fake news.com. Oh well.
Fake news, that's not what we're about.
I've just found a game. I've just found a game where Dembele absolutely had a worldie, but we'll talk about him anyway, if he were to go.
He could be going to Arsenal. Maybe he's good mates with Di Marzio.
Maybe he's
just been DMing.
Yeah, DMing and bro touching and stuff. But Dembele, in this game against Villarreal, unbelievable display. One of the goals he scored was an absolute joke. And that's the sort of thing you see with Dembele. He's very good on his left foot, very good on his right foot. So difficult to play against. He's got that messy acceleration, deceleration thing. That's what, when I watched him at Rom, that's the thing I was like, wow, that's different. That's something that you're like, screams out as real talent. 6 out of 11 dribbles in the game, all on that right hand side. See what I'm saying? Right hand side, comfortable at taking you on. Left hand side, less comfortable.
That's what you want in a winger as well. You want that confidence and ability to not be scared of even to go the calibre of whatever wing back you're facing. Just take them on. So see how far you can get.
In this game, it was unbelievable. Grabbed an assist for Coutinho, 2 take-ons, back-to-back take-ons. Then the through ball, then the goal time, the shot on goal, and he turns it in. I'm just trying to find his goal. He scored a really, really good goal. Again, Villarreal were pretty decent last season. This was the one. It was the break. So basically, he picks it up on halfway, takes someone on, through the middle. Absolutely unbelievable finish. That goal was one hell of a goal from last season with Dembele. If Arsenal bought him, it'd be a joke. If United bought him, it'd be amazing. He's probably going to stay at Barcelona, though, if we're going to be honest with ourselves.
People saying... don't think world-class fullbacks are available, that's why we're going for Alderweireld. But what about the rumours early on in the transfer season with Alexandra for United? Switched Darmian with Shaw and put Fosu-Mensah on.
If I was again, control... Oh, your grandma's ringing. Sorry, Grandma, I have to call you back.
Sorry, Gran. That's your
nice,
time.
That's nice of them. Hashtag
Shouldn't it be the other way
family.
Around? You should be ringing.
Yeah, I feel like a really bad grandson. But I'll call them tomorrow. I promise. I'll do that. But the question was, I've completely lost my train of thought. You had a good question. Oh, the fullback thing.
Yeah, there's no fullbacks on the market, so that's why we're going for a centre back.
So with Ronaldo leaving Real Madrid, I would have gone in for Marcelo. If I was United, I would have just gone in. I would have made it public knowledge that Man United want to buy Marcelo.
Yeah.
I would have fully gone in. I would have foot manager declared interest in player, talk about him in the press. Whatever. Of course.
Is this not going to make Lopetegui sad?
Yeah, it would make him very sad, and then he'd probably come back at you and say he's a player not available on the market. But at the same time, there was an opportunity there with Ronaldo leaving that there could be a new challenge for Marcelo. Man United would have been a great place for that. Here we have Gnabry, right-hand side. What can he do? Can he deliver? Slowing the play down. I absolutely hate that in wingers when they slow play down. Very, very frustrating. The ball worked back out by Bayern Munich, who have slowly picked up a bit of domination on this game. United dropping back pretty much everyone behind the ball.
Statman Dave.
Statman Dave, yeah. Good
Neuer's
stuff.
better than De Gea.
Not at the moment. No, I think De Gea's a better goalkeeper at the moment. I think Neuer's coming back from injury. Again, that's something, he's not played that much football in the last 12 months. So I think De Gea's had a better last 12 months than Manuel Neuer.
Can Alexis Sanchez win a Balloon d'Or?
Oh, he can win the balloon. Definitely win the balloon.
Having talk about the game, yes. So De Gea's just put the ball down. He's looking around. Still looking. Bit of movement. He's taken the kick.
Interesting with United's build-up. They are trying to play out the back, which is, I think this could be something that McKenna's trying to bring in. His teams, Spurs under 18s, United under 18s, always try and play out the back. And it's nice to see United do that with the trend of the rest of the top 5 English teams that will make up the top 6 teams. They're all trying to play out the back, and it's quite nice from United. But it's been a decent display. United sitting back pretty much deep in a 4-5-1.
Something we can talk about is Paul Pogba.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously still on holiday.
Yep.
Should probably be back by now.
Again, it was one of that thing we mentioned before.
There's rumours to Barcelona.
There is.
And people are getting more and more scared. He's obviously spent a lot of his time with Umtiti.
Yep.
Obviously his French teammate, but also Barcelona
player.
Are you worried at all?
No.
Because someone's just said Pogba going would be a blessing in disguise.
It's
What's
an
your
interesting
thoughts?
one.
'Cause I feel like if you lose Pogba, it's not a blessing.
I think that it works out in maybe a tactical sense that Mourinho can play the 4-2-3-1. That's pretty much it. That Mourinho could play Matic, Fred deep in midfield. United have that protection. Fred will become the heartbeat of United's team. They can play a number 10. But if Pogba goes, United would have to get an attacking player, which is quite exciting in its own right. Ball in the box. Bay with a fantastic challenge. Darmian, ball breaks. Shot comes in over the bar. United have been very good defensively in terms of that central area. Again, another Bayern Munich move, breaking down just outside the United box, and I like that. United played some of their best football against Liverpool in the Premier League last season, a 2-1 win. They did this they defended their penalty area very, very well, and you've got to appreciate that. I just want to see a little bit more on the break. Maybe mixing up Sanchez and Rashford. I'd like to see that switch maybe.
Them up, yeah.
For like the next 5-10 minutes, just to
let them leave if they want to leave. That's what someone's saying.
Yeah, it's interesting. So go back to that, the 4-2-3-1 with United would work a lot better. It was what Shakhtar played with Fred last season. They looked very, very good going forward. But United would have to buy a 10, I think. I think a 10 would be needed in that sort of situation. Or even you play Sanchez at 10. Maybe you don't need a 10. Maybe you need a right winger. But the thing is with Pogba is that United kind of have to play a 3-man midfield. Without Pogba, they can be a little bit more fluid.
Pogba
Fred,
out, Pulisic in.
Brilliant spin on the right hand side, but does lose possession of the football. Bayern Munich building back. United pressing high. Lots of bodies. They win it back, and the stream has frozen. Absolutely.
Now we can't even watch it in the UK.
Absolutely gutted here, guys. We'll have to reload that. But it was good pressing from United again. Committing bodies high up the pitch. I like that this season. It's a massive improvement. We saw it back end of the season with, of course, the game against Spurs in the FA Cup. The goal that United scored was from that sort of pressing play, winning it high. Pogba crosses Sanchez back post. I like that from United. I like that from Mourinho, and I like that going forward. Loading the Chromecast apparently.
Would you do a swap between Pogba and Martial?
What do you mean?
No, Martial and Parfa.
You come on to this and you try and help.
Pogba Neymar.
Pogba Neymar.
Yeah, Jesus.
Yeah. I think weirdly that's the player that Mourinho's always sort of wanted, is that Neymar type player. Neymar would the problem with Neymar right now is that PSG play possession based style. I don't think that suits Neymar. I think what we saw with Neymar when he played for Brazil and the Dunga was a player that was really flexible and fluid, that played as a 10 that drifted. That's kind of what Mourinho's go-to is. Think about Wesley Sneijder, how good Wesley Sneijder became under Mourinho into won the Champions League. Yeah. Best player. He should have won the Ballon d'Or that season. He should have won the Ballon d'Or.
Do you think Modric is going to win the Ballon d'Or this season?
I think his name's definitely there.
Got to be up there, but
got to be up there.
It's just Ronaldo, Messi, isn't it? Basically.
But then it can't be because
when one of them retire, it's going to be so much more fun.
Why?
Because then it's just going to be Neymar and Mbappe.
I think Mbappe's a name that's got to be spoke about, but for PSG, didn't get to that same level.
At the World Cup, he did.
Yes.
Here we go.
Yes. We're back. We are back, guys. There we go. David De Gea, ball in hands, 0-0. Bayern Munich 0, Manchester United 0 in the last pre-season game, but we do have Eric Bay down on his hunches. So Bayern Munich building up some play. Shot comes in. Bay just going out to block a shot. Oh, it's just been hitting the chest. I think that's all right.
Neymar loves possession football, and that's why he succeeded at Barca.
He succeeded at Barcelona because he had that good midfield behind him. Iniesta, absolutely in charge of it. Rakitic in there, Busquets. You watch that Barcelona team, he'd be putting the finishing touches on a move. For PSG, he comes to the ball a lot. He receives the ball a lot. Same with Brazil, and that was one of the reasons why Brazil failed at the World Cup, was because they weren't playing Neymar on the last line. And you saw that against Belgium. You can get his the passes that he received up in a second against Belgium. It was one of those things where you saw Neymar's problem at PSG for the national team, and it's one of those things where you need to go back with Neymar now. You need to quicken his game up in a way. Too slow, too many times he's like sitting there and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to take you all on." And I think that cockiness has come from playing in Ligue 1.
Oh, I'm going to take you all on.
Like look at the passes he sort of received here, pretty much all in that wide area where there's a team that he's got to take. It's almost like Neymar's at his best when he's in behind teams. Like, that's when he's making his key that's when he's creating the goals, that's when he's scoring the goals. That's where you want Neymar, a very good technician player. United again intercepting the ball, centre of the pitch, forward pass from Pereira, Fred trying a bit of a turn, and Bayern Munich recycle possession.
What are your thoughts on Luke Shaw then? Because someone else saying Luke Shaw's got to go. And if you want to continue voting in the poll, here, vote there, and we'll speak about that at half-time. But
Sanchez on the counter, Pereira intercepting the ball. That's got to be a foul, that ref. Telling Sanchez to get up, but Pereira, some good play there, intercepted the ball, played forward quickly. And that was the thing that we were talking about before, about how there's a number of midfielders for United that our Louis van Gaal midfielders. But last little bit on Neymar. Receives the ball too much for PSG. Receives the ball too much defeat for Brazil. You want to see him on the last line. You want to see him as a centre forward, to be quite honest, in behind. Like we saw that actually. We saw that in the Mexico game where he actually was man of the match.
Nice defending.
For Mexico, you know, scored a good goal, a poacher's effort, and that was the big thing with him in this game, is that he played how I want Neymar to play, in a way, where he's literally in the penalty area. Willian's the guy that's creating things. Willian's the guy that's putting the ball in the box, and Neymar's finishing it off. He's very, very composed. When you've got that composure, that close control, that close touch, that's where you want your sort of guys to go into the penalty area. And again, the assist for the last goal, again, was him being played clean through on goal. Then he creates the goal. Well, he has a shot and then it goes in, and it's one of those frustrating things with Neymar.
Counter.
Bayern chance in the penalty area. Ribery completely mishits his shot. Darmian then getting caught out a little bit. I play centre half, mate. I'm not a forward anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Will Hobson asking about the Sunday League score. It was 5-5, Will.
5-5.
I did not score. I should have scored 2.
Unfortunate, Cameron, because you've got to bet you've got to score 15, and not scoring in pre-season when you think the game's going to be a bit more open.
We have 3 more pre-season.
Yeah, missed 3 clear-cut goal opportunities as well. Like, not the greatest player.
One wasn't clear-cut.
2 clear-cut opportunities.
I created one.
Not having a good season so far. I've been on the phone to the coach as well. Apparently, they're going to get dropped next week for poor performance. Frank Ribery, left-hand side, ball inside to Thiago. Man United again sitting very, very deep in a 4-5-1.
Would you rather Lingard progress as a right winger or Mata keep Mata out there?
Lingard, 100%.
Should put him out there rather than the 10.
I think with Jesse
or would
Lingard,
you have Lingard, Rashford, Sanchez, but then no, because you need.
Well, that's the other thing with a 4-2-3-1. Is that you can play Lingard, you can play Sanchez, and you can play Rashford all on the same team, and Lukaku, and that's the positive side of it. And I think Sanchez with Lukaku.
There's no point in just trying to put as much talent into the team.
No, but at the same time, Sanchez and Lukaku look like they're forming a friendship off the pitch. Sanchez has been really good starting as a central player. Like what we've seen in pre-season, he's been good as a striker, then drifted wide, then running behind. And that's where, if you play in a 4-2-3-1, you'll have that movement from second striker. And that's what I kind of want to see. But alternatively, playing a 4-3-3 with a Lingard as a wide player and Sanchez, that sort of Lukaku thing interchanges everywhere.
4 from me.
Yeah,
You're
not good
pre-season, get it sorted.
Nah,
Does Dave have the stats for Cam Sunday League team?
Yeah, James, we'll tweet out next week, but if he performs as badly as he did today, it's not going to get many retweets.
Wait until... You need to come to the game then. My brother doesn't come to the game.
Bayern Munich again, sitting on the centre circle, controlling the tempo of football. United playing more on counter-attacking today.
Who's getting further forward, Darmian or Shaw?
They're both pretty flat, to be honest, aren't they?
Yeah. You've seen on occasions Darmian defends quite high up the pitch at the moment. But
it's just Darmian...
Look at him there, he just got... literally just a simple thing. Step up, step back, and he's gone.
This is the problem.
Darmian's like, what? Where have you gone?
Yeah. With Luke Shaw defending that left and right-hand side there, just got completely done by Joshua Kimmich. It's a good test, like we mentioned before. Bayern Munich has strength out wide, so it's going to be a good test for both the guys. Darmian against Real Madrid, if you didn't see it, played okay going forward, created the goal. It was a good little outlet, but there were times where he was missing the ball.
Yeah.
Like missing the ball, like kick in the air. Like, what are you doing, lad?
Someone's just reminding us that Leicester City have signed Rachid Ghazal from Rashid. Sorry, Abdul. Sorry, I'm very sorry.
Rashid Ghazal?
Ghazal.
Yeah, interesting player. You just moved from
Monaco.
Went to
subject to the Premier
Arsenal.
League's approval.
Okay, we always got to get the approval from the Premier League.
And Rondon, have you heard of this yet?
No.
Gale to West Brom, Rondon to Newcastle on loan. It's a loan swap. What do you think about that? That's just... Do you think...
It's interesting.
A good deal for Newcastle? Is that what they need? Like a target man? Well, they've just sold Mitrovic, who would have been the perfect target man. So what is...
I don't understand why Newcastle didn't get more out of Mitrovic. I think he's a wonderful talent.
Are not only giving Dwight Gale, they're also paying a fee of £2 million for the loan.
Yeah, Rondon's a better player. Probably will suit Rafa Benitez's team a bit more than Gale. Gale last season was okay, but you could definitely see the level of that. The two players in comparison. One was a lot better than the other.
Who suits Sarri more, Emerson or Alonso?
Emerson,
yeah. I watched him when I was at the Burnley away last season. He did look very class, like under Conte as well.
Again, the thing today was
very attacking.
With Alonso, was just out of position all the time. With Paul going forward. Remember I highlighted you that thing where he was standing at left wing against someone. He was
the highest person on the pitch. Darmian. Damn you. It pains me to watch your fullbacks. And that defending there.
Oh, what a tackle!
Yeah,
All right,
good
Bay just
recovery
destroying Gnabry on the recovery.
Would you like the last slice?
No, I'm good, man. Half time. Man United 0, Bayern Munich 0.
It's a brilliant game of fuzzball.
Again, pre-season. We don't need to worry about pre-season too much.
Exactly, and that's why I didn't score.
Do you see that? Mourinho walking down the tunnel. Who's the guy next to him? It's not Rui Ferreira. Ferreira? What's he called?
Rui Ferreira.
Faria. Not Faria. It's McKenna. Chatting. New number 2. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Guys, get into the comments of the first half if you've watched it. If not, we'll give you our thoughts of the game. United sitting pretty deep, 4-5-1, defending, not doing too well on those overloads out wide. Kimmich and, of course, Robin causing a bit of problems for Luke Shaw, continually getting to that byline of being a bit of a menace to society.
What's good, guys? Great live stream. We're loving the support.
Cheers, yeah.
Make sure you hit that like button if you are enjoying the live stream, guys. There's a lot of you in here.
Yeah, a lot of good guys in here. Again, we just want to...
Is the midfield 3 today working?
I like the fluidity of it. I really like the fluidity and the ball playing of it. But again, like, Herrera's been in a position sometimes where he's not quite needed in the build-up and he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, he's frozen, so the 2 centre-halves are building up. Pereira's dropping in the middle. We need some, like, have you got any paper? Can we get some paper, Ben?
Yeah, there's loads over
Cheers,
there.
bro. Can I borrow that pen? We're just doing tactics live on the show. So, there we go. United building up with their 2 centre-halves. So, this is the 3-man midfield. So we've got Herrera here, Fred, Pereira, Lindelof, and Bailly. Forgot it there. Right.
Show the camera.
So this is tactics, right? This is tactics one-on-one, right?
So if you'd like to just say Lindelof, Bailly, Pereira, Fred, Herrera, everyone.
Okay, so there we got it. Everyone knows who they are. What will happen at the moment is Pereira's dropping him into the centre halves, create that back three, and then Fred is also making a drop to receive the ball.
So it's quite deep.
So what you're seeing from United in terms of their build-up, which isn't bad, you watch Real Madrid, they build up with a 5-man shape as well, and their fullbacks go very, very high up the pitch. But I like that fluidity, that you've got a 6 dropping between the 2 centre-halves, you've got an 8 dropping to the 6th position, and it's difficult to press you if you do that. You're creating a 3 and a 1, and then Herrera, that I'm saying, is a little bit lost. United could even take Herrera off, bring on maybe like a Chong, which would be exciting, or a Greenwood. And that's kind of what we want to see. Guys, what do you think about the analysis, though? Half-time drawing analysis.
Maybe one day we'll have a tactics board.
Ooh. That question. Cameron, do you want to read that out for the comments?
In fact, I'll just surprise them with the poll.
Okay. New poll.
Which video
do you want to do it? Yeah, put it in. But yeah, guys, that's the United build-up. And I'm impressed by the United build-up. Good stuff so far. Fred, Pereira, 2 guys that I really want to see against Leicester City. Both have got to start. Get into the comments. Who would you start in midfield with those 2? Is it a 2-man midfield? Is it a 4-2-3-1 with a number 10 ahead? Again, we mentioned before, Fred and Pereira spent a lot of time together. Both Brazilian lads. Both like to chat and dance and do all the good Brazilian things. You know, lovely, lovely stuff. And the build-up, 101 Statman Dave. Oh, we've got some more pen and paper. We can do all the things.
West Ham Wolves in Fulham.
So there's a poll going in to the top left corner. It's basically, who do you want me to do that? How this team will set up next season between Wolves, Fulham and West Ham United.
And that is just available if you click it around here.
I personally want to do Wolves. Wolves are the exciting one for me. I mean, West Ham will be interesting. Fulham would be quite good.
I think they'll surprise people and better Wolves. Like, after my prediction,
okay.
I'm looking at the team and I'm thinking, wow, that's a decent
United have hardly
team.
touched the ball. Statman Dave is so deluded.
Delusional,
yeah, just delusional. Yeah.
Sorry about this.
Nothing. Sorry,
the
guys.
Pizza.
Well, yeah, the pizza and the tactics board is too delusional. Again, we could draw United and you could show their setup in it. No, we'll calm it down.
Don't forget to like the video, lads.
Yeah, like that goddamn stream.
Especially with top class analysis.
Oh, yes. Jack has just reminded us, Cameron, it is time for some Instagram fun. Again, got any questions?
Big up
Put
the cameraman.
them into Instagram.
That's what it said.
Rest in peace, Cardiff. Impressed. What a clown. I love the hate. Haters gonna hate. Right. Oh, we didn't. Do we have to set anything up, by the way, before people to send us messages? Oh, Cameron. You're supposed to be behind this.
Oh.
No, do that one. The other one was a lot better. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, we'll answer your questions very, very shortly. Should Chong come on from Matt? That comes in from D-Ban, who's been doing some very tasty redesigns of the Man United kit. Go and follow him on Twitter. I think it's D-Ban_. I do believe he's done the classic Newton Heath one, did some really good sharp stuff, tasty stuff. But yes, Chong. I want to see more of Chong. Have we run out of polls? Can we link it to something else as a poll?
No, we've got another poll.
We'll put the Chong video in the poll as well. If you want to check that out, again, what he could bring for this United team is a little bit more direct, running. Maybe move, maybe put Chong on the left-hand side, play as a natural winger, Sanchez to number 10, Mata right, take off Ander Herrera, go 4-2-3-1. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Is Dave being paid to be positive? No, I'm just a positive guy.
He's getting paid in pizza.
Getting paid in
that
pizza.
He bought. Right, so guys, there's a poll here. Get involved. Go to Dave's Instagram at Statman Dave, all one word, and drop us your questions and we'll answer them. Quick fire questions. We've got a few in. We'll just wait.
Wait a little bit. Yeah, wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. We'll hold. I've just seen one already. I'm already getting semi-excited.
Dave, why aren't you wearing a United shirt?
I've not bought this season's United shirt. No, I just still want to remind everyone of Croatia's wonderful performances at the World Cup. That's what I want to celebrate today. Luka Modric, Veselko, a player that United should have just bought. Like Jesus, he went to Inter on loan. He's amazing going forward. And Rebic and Perisic.
Can't take Mata on the right wing. So frustrating.
That's maybe the change that we want to see. Then Mata off and Chong on. Maybe that's what we could see. But I want to see Chong. We want to see some exciting youth talent. We're just having a bit of a replay of some of the Bayern chances, all coming from the outside the box. United being quite solid with the two centre-halves. Victor Lindelof and Bailly doing pretty well together, to be quite honest. I'm liking the pairing. I want to see more of this pairing. I'd see this against Leicester City. That would be quite nice. Jamie Vardy, of course, is out of the game with an injury, which is quite good.
Not for him, in terms of Man United.
Yes.
We don't wish anyone any harm.
No. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We keep the questions coming in on Instagram. We'll do them very, very shortly. There's a lot of them flying in. How many likes for you to drop kick Cam in the face? 1,000 likes.
1,500, we'll say.
1,000 likes.
You've already got a thing at 1,000, which is a new shirt.
New shirt.
Of your choice. So we'll say 1,250.
Yeah, 1,250 likes and I will drop kick Cam right in the face. That'll be great YouTube content, so make sure you go and do that. Dave, having a great game though. Making some good saves. Some long shots though. That's what I think United have done well. Again, positivity. That's what you should live your life on, is being happy and enjoying football and enjoying life.
Enjoy life.
I enjoyed life a bit too much after the last few days.
And Statman Dave.
Yeah, Cam's link is in the description below. Cam, it's time for the time. It's Instagram time.
Now,
Instagram time.
The way we do this, everyone, is a nice quick fire. Well, we say quick fire, but Dave doesn't answer very quick every now and then.
Let's do quick fire. Let's go.
Let me go to the top then. So the first question is, what about Ricardo Rodriguez at left back from AC Milan?
Would be a good option.
Is Callum Hudson-Odoi a generational talent?
Yes.
Is he comparable to Mbappe at 17? Or was Mbappe better?
Mbappe was better.
Mata actually runs like my dad.
Funny.
This is my idea from YouTube. You're welcome, Cameron.
Thanks, Cameron.
Thanks, Jack.
Thanks, Jack.
Are you guys feeling positive ahead of the season? Yeah, Chelsea are going to win the league.
It's so funny, this guy.
Where do you think you're going to come?
Funny.
Where do you think you're
second.
What's your favourite shape?
Shape? That's a really good question.
Circle, square, diamond.
I like a bit of an octagon.
A pentagon.
Pentagon's quite good as well. Triangle, though, that is an underrated shape. I'm going to go with the triangle.
Do you think Fred will be more important than Pogba this season?
Yes.
Would you like to see an Alderweireld Lindelof Bailly back three this season?
Yeah, that would be tasty.
Do you think Mourinho will have a stereotypically third season meltdown?
No, I think he'll be manager at the end of the year.
What have you thought of United this half?
I've liked the shape in a defensive sense. They've been solid through the middle. I've liked Fred. I've liked Pereira. Very good on the ball.
Three amigos, Jack, Ben and Bilsey, back
legends.
again with fourth amigo, Katie. Love you guys.
Absolute legends. Thanks for tuning in once again.
There's more. We need to go back down.
There's more questions.
Keep them coming, everyone.
Keep them flowing. Keep the questions coming in on Instagram. We'll quick fire these questions so everyone gets a little turn.
Are you ready?
Yep.
If United sign Alderweireld or Maguire, who do you think they'll play at the back three?
Maguire, Bay, Lindelof.
Any sandwiches today, Dave?
I've had some pizza. That's a sandwich. Half sandwich.
Not a question, but we were awful that first half. Can't make more than 10 passes.
We made more than 10 passes. Statistically, we did.
You guys think Darmian can do a job? Personally, I'm still a big fan. No, he can't. I'm sorry. Pereira was supposed to be future captain. What happened to him?
Pereira.
Yeah.
Contract things.
Who do you think will win the Premier League?
See.
Chelsea. Thoughts on Colombian national team?
They're fun.
Yeah. Good dancing, celebration.
Yeah, they're fun. They're a very fun team. Falcao, fun.
The Alan Pardew.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Why are people going on about Pogba not being back when Fellaini is also not back?
Exactly. When Fellaini comes back, Man United win the league. Simple as that.
I was just about to read that one.
Let's not read that one. Good work, Cameron. That's you've earned your stripes today, mate. You've earned your stripes.
What traits can Man United learn from a team like Bayern?
Wings, attacking with a fullback and a winger in a wide area.
What do you think about Asensio as a false nine?
Oh, that's
Unreal.
good.
Do you think Mason Greenwood will get first team football in the next year or two?
Yeah.
Do you think that United are set up too defensively?
No.
Favourite United chant, Smash Man?
He's big, he's bad, he's Wesley Brown.
Wow.
The tune that isn't Abdul. Abdul knows, man. He's nodding his head off camera.
I feel like Pereira should be a little further forward as he's our only creative outlet in this game.
I think he's been good at the base. I'd like, again, like what we mentioned there, I'd like to see Pereira and Fred. Pereira off, number 10, wide player, wide player.
Does Mourinho need to leave so Man United can get another title?
No.
What if we don't sign anyone? Will you still think we're in the top two?
Yes.
What do you think about the new Maguire rumours?
Tasty.
Can we go to Mallorca?
Yes.
That's from Don.
Oh, what?
Thoughts on Reece Nelson at Arsenal? 3 assists and a goal in pre-season, 18 years old.
Need to see more.
Yeah?
Need to see more.
Rashford starting right wing when Lukaku comes in.
Could be good. Got to remember Hesse Lingard.
Wait there. There we go. 3-5-2 or 4-3-3 for United.
I've liked both. I'd like the interchange of both. I'd also want to see the 4-2-3-1 back.
For all the people that have just joined us, we're doing an Instagram live Q&A. Go over to the Statman Dave Instagram, give it a follow and ask us a question. We'll get them in. If you were at United, what number would you have on your back?
45.
Why?
My lucky number.
21.
Or 10, because I'd be ball playing centre half. The sweeper, the Libra.
Studio 68 gave me the number 8 shirt.
Gave you it. It's a strong word, Cameron.
Should Pereira
what a mistake that was, Ben. Correct.
Should Pereira start on Friday?
Yes, 100%.
What do you think about Sky Sports making rumours for Sky Bet? That's dodgy, that.
Dodgy stuff.
If that's true.
Very, very dodgy. If that's true, that should be illegal. If that's correct.
If it's true.
Yeah. Going to the game on Friday. If anyone's there, come and holler at me. Give me a shout. Have a chat.
If Martial
meet Stat Mummy Dave as well.
Stat Mummy Dave. What a legend.
Absolute legend of the trade.
If Martial leaves, should we get a striker or strengthen elsewhere?
Strengthen elsewhere.
Who's going to win, Bayern or United?
United.
Rashford, number 10, good or bad?
Good.
He hasn't got one. Who's going to be your captain now?
Could be Pogba, Lukaku, Sanchez. There's some leaders in that dressing room, I think, now. They're growing.
Is our problem in defence, or is it not creating enough chances?
I think it's creating chances because of the fullbacks.
Is Fosu-Mensah our future right back?
No.
MUFC for life? No.
Excellent. Keep rolling.
Willian or Perisic?
Perisic.
Make a very bold prediction for the season.
Burnley are going to struggle in the Premier League.
That's not bold. Are they going to get relegated?
Not quite. I think they'll do well in the Europa League, but they really will struggle.
How many goals and assists will Ryan Sessegnon get this season?
He's been playing left back in the last few pre-season games.
Release an outtakes video.
Yes, we need to do that. The outtakes are great. Like saying
it's
Socrates.
It's in the making.
Stathopoulos. It's in the It's being done now. We were supposed to. It's the 50k special, wasn't it?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what we're going to call it as. So
I'm on that right now, then.
If you watch the 10k special, the intro on that 10k special, comedy genius. Seriously, it was just unbelievable video.
Where does Ram Matter fit in next season?
Right wing.
We want Smashman Dave.
Yes.
We haven't got any bevs.
No.
Do you think 3-5-2 will help in Champions League?
Yeah, I think it's a good shape when you're sitting deep and you're looking to break. You saw Hoffenheim do it really well against the likes of Bayern and the big dogs in the Bundesliga last season, that dropping to a back five and having three in midfield and having two up front, really good for counter-attacking opportunities. And you're watching, someone like a Kramaric just drifting around, just great stuff.
Do you think selling Martial is the right thing to do?
Now, yes.
Opinions on bench World Cup players taking their full holidays on like Walker and Stones?
Sometimes you need rest, don't you? Again,
they didn't have that time with their family, did they? So, like,
yeah, you always need a holiday. I'm going to have a holiday in the next international break because I've not had a holiday since the World Cup. So these guys have had 3 weeks off. Statman Dave ain't doing that.
I haven't done that either.
No, good work, Cameron. That's why you're here. Committed individual.
Shouldn't we play Sanchez on the right and Martial on the left?
That'd be nice. I'd like that. That'd be tasty.
Jemba or Bebe?
Ooh, Jemba. He was so good they named him twice.
Pick any player from City to come into our team.
Oh, that's a good question, that. Sterling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And why? Because people will be like, Sterling's awful. But he's not.
I think Sterling is... I see him as a player that can be in that Ballon d'Or category. That's what I see him. That's me as someone that's watched loads of football.
Family friendly.
That's what I mean.
Me, that's what's
like a family-friendly
stream.
I think that he's got a lot of potential. If he sorts his finishing out, like, that's it. You've got a, like, complete player.
Yeah. Who do you think we should sign?
Somebody.
Who has the best beard at United?
Daily Blind.
Daily Blind, right. Okay. Where's the pizza from?
Sandbar. Very good pizza, actually.
Who do you think is going to be playing right wing for us this season?
Me.
Is Kanye the best artist of all time?
No, it's Dizzy Rascal.
What's your favourite song at the moment?
Nice for What? Drake.
Nice for What by Drake.
Yeah.
Would you be happy if Martial goes to Chelsea and we get Willian? I would.
Now, maybe. You know what I mean? Because it's so, like, now it's kind of like the relationship looks so broken that... You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, lost.
Does Rashford deserve number 10?
Yeah, of course he does.
United XI if we sign Alderweireld and everyone is fit.
Alderweireld,
A lot of
Bay,
players to think about quick.
Two centre halves.
Quick fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Have you got I thought that said sunglasses. Have you got sunglasses?
Yeah.
I don't know where mine are.
Oh, got me sunglasses, haven't you? Oh, nice. Good work, man.
Happy with Rashford's new number?
Yes, great number. Great 10.
Where is Statman Mummy?
She's at home at the moment, I think. Or I think she might have gone out with my dad, actually. Had a nice drink by the beach.
Who's your fantasy football captain?
Alexis Sanchez. Man United kicking off. Second half. Some good stuff. In midfield. Doesn't change anything. No changes. Still the 4-3-3. Fred, Pereira and Herrera in midfield. Eric Bay, Lindelof. Shaw, Darmian at wing-back. United have just lost the ball there. Eric Bay playing out into poor area. Gnabry charging through. He's through. Shot on goal. Saved by David De Gea.
Nice run, awful shot.
Good movement from Pereira to get that sort of yards of pace to block the angle down. Nice stuff.
Should we finish the question quickly?
Last question.
Let me think then.
Let me think.
Most goals a regen has scored for you on FM.
Oh my God, I had a fella.
My most is 330 goals in 388 games.
Wow, I had a fella called Horse Wolf that scored 45 goals in 2 consecutive seasons. So I think maybe 90 and 110. He was unbelievable.
And this is a nice one quickly. Is Morata poor or is it the players around him?
It's frustrating. It's very frustrating for Morata because I know he's a good player. His confidence is gone at the moment. Like, his confidence is absolutely shot. Watching him today, wrong position, wasn't moving in between the lines, wasn't receiving in the right area, made poor decisions on the ball. Like, Chelsea are going to create a hat load of chances this season. There will be a striker that will score loads of goals. I think it should be Eden Hazard, but I don't think Hazard wants that, which is stupid. Hazard's stupid to be like that, but at the same time, it isn't going to be Morata, unfortunately.
Guys, like the video. If we get to 500 likes, we'll do one of them at full time.
Do what? Oh, yeah. We'll do another Q&A.
We'll do another Instagram Q&A if you get to 500 likes at full time. You know, something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But currently, why did Gnabry flop at Arsenal?
I don't think he did. Just didn't get a chance. Again, what we mentioned. I could take you to a game right now. RB Leipzig versus Hoffenheim, where he was awesome in that game. Really, really good. And I think it's more that the time and he was ready, but Wenger didn't see the opportunity there. Low ball into the box, cleared by the one and only Luke Shaw.
Look at that awareness there from Kimmich. 2 players pressing him, and then he's got the back turned to them, and he knows that Boateng's there, and he just launched it to Boateng.
Absolutely launched it. Trying to find this game.
Herrera getting... Oh.
Let me quickly Google this. When it was, Google great.
The intensity and aggression in this game is nice. It's like a proper game.
Like, United have been like that in pre-season. They've been quite physical, which is nice.
Body down with looks like an injury.
Oh dear.
Maybe a pulled calf or a tight calf.
Oh dear. Dear.
Yeah, he's touching his calf. Bit of worry here for United fans, and this is why you're signing a new centre back.
Because he's injured.
What's happened here then? So the ball gets played in. and he just slides in and clashes with Gnabry, and I think Gnabry's stud's going to the back of his calf.
Okay, this is
It's
just
not
an
an
impact injury.
It's by going into Gnabry. So yeah, probably an impact injury. May come off, who knows, and then just give it a little bit of ice, but doesn't look like a sore one.
So
like the Luke Shaw injury.
Gnabry at Hoffenheim last season, really sort of under Julian Nagelsmann became a really, really good player.
Yeah.
Again, playing with a back three, like United have done in pre-season. Amiri in midfield, another very talented player. Gnabry playing as more of a false nine, drifting off the flank. But in this game, one of the things that Julian Nagelsmann actually did was he told his players to look to lob the keeper.
Yeah.
Because the RB Leipzig keeper plays very high out of goal. And what did Gnabry do from the halfway line?
What did he do?
He lobbed the keeper.
He lobbed the keeper, everyone.
Absolutely lobbed the keeper.
That's something you don't see every day.
No, you don't. But that was such a good goal, and it's so smart from Nagelsmann. Not only in that game, his other goal was a very direct goal as well, ball over the top.
He seems
Simple
to be
finishing.
all right. Physio's
Eric
like,
Bailly's okay.
Bye,
Guys,
guys,
we're
it was just
okay.
impact.
It's okay.
It's just impact.
Everything's going to be okay.
Hello. Hello. Talk to me. Thank you. It's got mushroom on, Dave. I ate that. Do you want one?
Yeah, I'll have one. That'd be great. Mushroom's good, man.
What's happened to the stream, Dave?
The TV is down. The TV is down, guys.
This is not great.
No, not great. But, United, second half. Bayern Munich. Nil.
Bailly back on.
Bailly is okay, guys. Bailly is okay.
What are your thoughts and opinions on mushroom on pizza? Get into the comments. Like, mushroom on pizza is not a thing.
It's not a thing.
Not a thing.
It very much is a thing.
It's definitely not a
thing.
thing.
It's on the pizza.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be on there. They've accidentally put it on.
Remember when your mother used to say, eat your vegetables? Bet you were one of those kids that just didn't eat your vegetables.
I was. I love my greens.
We've got a little bit of a problem there. Tech problems. Hashtag tech problems. Keep getting your questions in. Any questions coming in?
Just admit Gnabry flopped.
He didn't.
Jovino benched him every week.
He didn't. Can't rewrite history. He just didn't play.
Mushrooms are gross.
Okay.
Very nice. How many pizza you guys got? We've just got a pizza oven in our kitchen.
Yeah. Hashtag pizza oven.
Well, I wish.
Love mushrooms on pizzas. Let's not mention in the
mushroom on pizza should be law. Against the law.
Yeah, we'll have to go on to...
Rather have mushroom on pizza than support MCFC. Hold
on. Witsel to Borussia Dortmund is done, apparently. Axel Witsel moving back from China to play for Lucien Favre's Borussia Dortmund. That's going to be exciting. They're going to be a really good team to watch next season.
I've had a nice little cash in. I'm going to go home now.
Yeah. Again, Borussia Dortmund are going to be so quick.
Amazing mushroom. Mushroom on pizza is fine. What is going on?
See? You're just a madman.
Mushroom is disgusting.
Good, this is a good debate, isn't it? There's a lot of beef going down.
Mushroom is not a veg, it's a fungi. Hello!
See you later, Statman Dave.
Mushroom, pepperoni, pineapple pizza. Oh, that sounds like disgusting.
It's a big pizza, that. It's a big flavoursome pizza.
How are we playing?
Defensively. Okay, don't worry about it.
Mushroom on pizza is bay.
Nice. Like that. Brace,
why isn't it on MUTV?
Yes. Would you be happy with McKenna as the future Man United manager? Be interesting. It'd be interesting to see if he works for Mourinho for a few seasons and then makes that step up. That would be good. That'd be sort of tasty. I'd like to see that. It'd be
surprised good. You guys look for streams. Surely Full-Time Devils can afford MUTV subscription. There's two things you can answer in that.
Yeah, one. Let's just shoot a goddamn 68. Didn't know Full-Time Devils on this. Although Full-Time Devils is a good channel, don't get me wrong.
Full-Time Devils is a good channel, but this is Studio 68. We're different.
We are different.
And we have got MUTV. It's just not working at the moment.
You mean it is working, but we can't see it. The lights have gone out at the Allianz, I think is the thing.
Yeah. And there's a mountain on screen.
Witsel was absolutely brilliant. In
Mushroom
the World
on
Cup.
pizza is like Darwin in the United.
That's a fair play. But we just had a comment there about Axel Witsel, of course, joining Borussia Dortmund. Did play quite well. Did play well for Belgium. I thought he controlled things nicely in midfield for them. He was a guy that was holding and looking to sit back and dictate. In the game against Brazil, I thought he was quite good in that game. Oh, we could be back. We are back.
We're back.
0-0 still, guys. There's a little bit of a score update now. We are back into the game. Don't worry. But yeah, Witsel playing very, very well against one of the big games against Brazil. Something that I liked about him in this game was him sort of playing a defensive midfield and looking to dictate and sit.
What's the game like, Dave?
It's okay. United aren't really attacking well with pace, with quality. I think there's a little bit of a problem with that. And we've got a... Is it going now? We're going? Yes,
There
we got
we
it.
go.
Yes, we've got it. We're back in the game.
Still 0-0. There's a question there, quickly.
Just last little bits of Witsel. Tackles him, in and around his penalty area, interceptions, blocks, clearances. He just played a defensive role when he needed to, and was pretty sharpish on the ball. 35 out of his 39 passes.
Lewandowski on.
Lewandowski is on for Bayern Munich.
There we go. Gomez, Foden or Hudson-Odoi, who has the most potential?
It's a good question. Comes in from Cameron Waters.
No, it doesn't. It came from the comments, but it was too far and you were sorting the stream.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah, no, it's a really interesting one. Phil Foden starred today. Looks really good for City. Driving well.
He can have the same sort of thing as Hudson-Odoi.
Problem is, I think Hudson-Odoi may be the one that will get the most minutes in the Premier League this season. I think he should get the most minutes because it's a hole in Chelsea's team. If you want to play Hazard as a number 9, Hudson-Odoi comes on the left wing. But I think potential-wise, I've probably got to go with Gomez in terms of the overall potential and talent that he's got, and his ability on the ball, and unbelievable sort of vision and that type of thing. But they're all very different players. I think that's the big thing. I'd say Gomez is more of a number 10. I'd say Foden is more of a 3-8. And I'd say Ndoi is more of a left winger. Bayern Munich making some more changes, looking like someone's coming on for them. I'm not sure who it is. Benat's coming on for them. I forgot Benat even existed. What a stupid move that was.
Do you think Delo will play week in, week out?
At the end of the season, yes. Definitely think so. Some good moves from Gnabry out wide.
If Mourinho gets sacked, who would you rather the next manager be?
That would be an interesting one. You have to wait for the time. Depends
a lot
when,
of people just keep putting Mo out, Zidane in, Zizou in.
Fair enough. Zizou's going to be Juventus boss next, I believe. 100% believe that. I reckon Allegri's gone
still
by
0-0.
December. 0-0 is the score. Man United doing more defending than Bayern Munich at the moment. Again, some changes. I'd like to see a little bit of fluidity tactically.
Foden is much better than both of them.
That's fair. It's all opinions. Again, when
I think Foden's technically better, maybe.
I don't think he's technically better.
I think Callum Hudson-Odoi's the most physically
developed.
Yeah. Even though he's the same age as them.
That's fair enough.
If not younger. I think he looks ready in terms of, everyone's like, physicality and all that and stuff. I think he could handle the Prem. Yeah,
he definitely. He's a different 6 foot, powerful, strong, quick. He's got that different, like you're saying, he's got that physical attributes that you kind of need in the Premier League. But I agree, Foden is a wonderful player, but they're different. And again, potential isn't just about what you could be, it's can you get there and achieve that potential. That's the biggest thing. David Alaba being brought off.
Have you got a fantasy league set up?
We will do. We'll have a fantasy Statman Dave league.
That'll probably be in the description of the fantasy football video coming out soon.
On Tuesday, going out there. What app are you using to look at Witsel versus Brazil? That is the Stat Zone app. Link in the description below. Powering the streams. Good stuff. Lots of good comments coming in.
Thoughts on Guendouzi, Dave?
I like him. I watched the Chelsea Arsenal game for doing my little Callum Hudson-Odoi scout report. I really like him. He breaks the ball up well. He's the perfect Emery central midfielder. He's tall, he's physical, puts in tackles, keeps it quite simple in possession. You've got to remember Emery likes 2 strong defensive midfielders. That's the Sevilla model, and that's what he needs to do at Arsenal. And it's a perfect guy. Here we have Bayern Munich attacking. Good defending there.
That's
good.
Great
2 brilliant tackles in there. Coming from Herrera. Breaks to Gnabry. Another good tackle from Pereira this time. Bayern Munich really pressurising United in this second half. Darmian, low cross out to Juan Mata. Can United break? Ball back to Herrera. Bayern putting the squeeze on.
Oh, that's nice.
Good feet. Lovely feet. There's a lot of 50-50s flying around. United retaining possession. Chris Smalling out to Luke Shaw.
Chris Smalling comes on for Bay.
Yep. I think that might be.
Told him that he was all right.
Yeah, maybe precaution. I think that's probably the thing there. Luke Shaw driving forward.
Oh, look at that.
Comes inside. Javi Martinez just completely destroys him. That touch from Victor Lindelof, lovely.
Look, why does he look obese? Not obese, but like.
The thing with that, I think that's a bit of a. That was just an awful pass going forward. Luke Shaw looking to play through Rashford or Sanchez, and both of them were stationary.
What's your favourite Scottish team? Kilmarnock.
Kilmarnock. I don't really have a favourite Scottish team, to be honest.
That's who my granddad supports.
I went to watch Celtic versus Barcelona last season. I've seen United play Celtic and I've seen them play Rangers away in the away end.
What do you think about Stephen Gerrard's comments after the Rangers game, saying that they were a class above Aberdeen, even though they drew 1-1?
Yeah.
They were 10 men. They were, to be fair, they were down to 10 men. I didn't watch the game, and they scored a penalty. But he said that they were a class above Aberdeen and that they didn't deserve their last-minute equaliser. Do you think that's classy? Like, you saw Frank. If you haven't seen Frank Lampard's post-match against
you absolutely love Frank Lampard.
The only reason I watched the opening game of the Championship was because of Frank Lampard and Mason Mount.
Yeah, I think they play. Derby are playing some good football though. I think. But yeah, there's
a lot of things to improve, and that's what Frank Lampard said. He didn't come out and go, "We were a class above them today."
Yeah, that's the kind of thing with Stephen Gerrard again.
Buddy, Stephen Gerrard, don't let it slip, Stevie.
Juan Bernat, left-hand side into the Man United penalty area. Darmian with a decent defending, blocking the cross. And then Juan Mata working back there. Corner to Bayern Munich. It's starting to squeeze, isn't it? Bayern Munich are looking to go.
Dave, do you think that there's any way for Chelsea to save their Golden Academy generation 14-15 season, having all been damaged by poor loan spells and no playing time? Christensen, the only survivor. So by that, I think he's talking about Casey Palmer, Chalobah, who's obviously left.
Yeah, Tammy Abrahams.
Yeah.
Dom Solanke.
Yeah.
Dom Solanke was unbelievable at UEFA. 1-0 Bayern Munich. Javi Martinez from a corner. Oi.
Not on this channel.
Not on this channel. We do not celebrate the opposition's goals, Cameron, unfortunately.
That's 1-0 on the score.
1-0 on the scoreboard, please, guys. Let's tell out 1-0 to Bayern Munich. It was coming. Bayern Munich have been very, very good in the second half. Corner, back, near post. Simply Matteo Darmian has been... Ander Herrera, physically bullied there. Good header from Javi Martinez.
No, who's marking Lewandowski? Is it Darmian? Look, watch. He just runs off of him there.
Yeah, that's bad, but that's the near post, and again, Ander Herrera, not
no,
good
but look.
Yeah, that's awful. Matteo Darmian just got completely run off there. Matteo Darmian, what are you doing, son?
Like, he doesn't even look like is that one of the best headers of the football?
Yeah. Again, a mismatch at the front post, but we've got Bayern Munich 1, Man United 0. Unfortunately, guys, Celtic play a better football than United. Interesting. Yeah, not sure about that.
Yeah.
Not sure about that at all. But it's substitutions for Bayern Munich and oncoming Kingsley Coman, who was linked to Arsenal. Thiago coming off. Rafinha coming on. Some changes for Bayern Munich. Again,
60th minute. I always say 60th minute is a great time for a transfer.
You should never make substitutions on minutes, Cameron. You should make substitutions on the flow of the game. That's why Barnsley didn't get promoted with you on Football Manager, mate. It's rubbish. Absolutely
no, I think it was just more the pressure that came on.
The pressure was big. I'd like to see a bit more from United now. They've got to come out and play a little bit, I think.
Fred's not happy with that.
Taken out there.
Sat down. I'm not
good build-up, actually. They were using the diagram. The 6-8 manoeuvre, as I'm going to call it, in the trade. Lovely stuff.
A nice little bit here from Marty. People are so negative. Talking about parking the bus, you literally can't park the bus in pre-season. It's a paradox. Do you agree? I love that squeak chair.
It's good, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a pre-season. Again, exactly, United lost 4-1 to Liverpool. Didn't really mean anything. They beat Real Madrid, who are current European champions. Didn't really mean anything.
Bayern Munich have lost to every team other than PSG. And they played played Juventus and City.
But again, they started their pre-season a bit later than United. So the first two games, like United's first two games, against Club America and San Jose, were pretty poor in terms of performance levels. Again, but it's because you've just coming back from pre-season. It's pre-season. That's why it's pre. Fred, shot coming in. Well wide. I like that ambition though, Fred. I like the ambition. That's something that I'd like to add in Fred's game, Manchester United, goals and assists.
Just Howson getting into some beef.
Oh, Howson always gets into beef. Remember to tweet Stephen Howson, why do you like wood so much?
Yeah. Why are you a fan of wood?
A bit strange.
What's your favourite wood?
Yeah.
Just mix up the questions.
All the wood questions. Talk about bamboo, talk about oak. They're all the woods I know. Mourinho, getting pumped up.
What do you think about the rumour of Joe Hart to Burnley then?
Apparently it's going through because Nick Pope and Tom Heaton are both injured. There'll be no one for their game in Istanbul next week. Again,
which is why they think they're not getting through. Because they'll have to play either their third choice, who I'm not sure who it is. I'll research it now. Lindegaard, yeah.
Ex-United Lindegaard? Yeah. That won't be too bad. I don't know why they're worrying. Alright, goalkeeper.
Don't forget, likes 99 more likes and you'll get a full-time Q&A with me. Oh, no, it's Statman
with
Dave.
me, yeah, you're not involved in the Q&A. You're reading the Q's out.
Yeah, I'll read.
I'm giving the A's.
There's nothing to know about me.
No. If you want to know more about Cam, maybe just check out his Twitter account.
Or YouTube.
Twitter? I'm not going to give you that, actually.
At Cam_.
Nope.
I'd rather my YouTube
counter-attack. Fred. Sanchez makes the run inside. Closed off the passing lane by some good defending from Nicolas Schuler. Sanchez, 1v1.
Luke Shaw now
Ball
coming
into the
for
box.
the overlap.
Oh.
Did you see how late Luke Shaw was in the overlap?
Again, that was like a cross that Romelu Lukaku would have scored from. You know, it's hung up, it was slow, but it was a little bit too over the top. Any questions? Any good stuff? Mourinho is a crab.
Oh no, we are losing in a pre-season match. Time to say Jose out. Sarcasm in brackets.
Lol. Good stuff. We've got some substitutions. Fosu-Mensah's coming on. It looks like Phil Jones and the main man, Scott McTominay.
What? Alex Ferguson needs to retire. He's getting too old for it. Yeah, he's a great player, isn't he? Who should be sold first, Jones or Smalling? Please answer. Please answer it.
I really don't know. Smalling?
Rojo,
yeah. Rojo.
Nothing to suggest we're toppling City this season. Not enough players out the door and not enough signings.
I think with City as well, they're rocking. They're really rocking. Yeah, they're looking very, very good already.
Where will West Ham finish? Well, you'll find out in the Premier League.
Yeah, Premier League predictions. I think they'll have a good season, but what worries me about them, lack of a centre back. Like they really need to strengthen their defence, and they didn't. Pellegrini's a good manager at that level. You think his Malaga team were really good, and again, it's a similar thing. Like a team that's like in and around the centre of the league that need to push forward. You think Isco got Malaga to the Champions League semi-final under Pellegrini.
McTominay
really
coming on here
for the main man, Juan Mata.
Should it be the other way round? Red for the A.
Ah, yeah, maybe.
Nonsense in this.
Absolutely nonsense. Nonsense.
Number 4 coming on. Who's that, David?
Number 4 is Phil Jones for
Rashford off. Why is Rashford off?
Maybe they're moving it to a 3-5-2 now. Again, could be a good option for.
Is that Darmian coming off for Phil Jones?
Yes, Matthew Darmian off. Fosu-Mensah on.
What a great sign! I mean, what a great substitution.
Yeah. Again, there's still opportunity here to be in that first team against Leicester. That's the big thing some of these players need to look at now. Like, how do I get to play in that game?
Fun fact: Callum Scammon has served Phil Jones and his family.
Oh, nice. That's a fun fact for everyone who knows who Callum is. Callum works at Studio 68, but you know he's a good lad. Prefer him to you, Cameron, to be honest.
No, you don't.
I do.
Why is he not here then?
United switching to pretty much 3-5-2, I'm pretty sure. Scott McTominay's playing up front. After he played centre-back.
Oh, here he is!
Oh! Scott McTominay was nearly in there. Instant impact. We've seen McTominay, defensive midfield, central midfield, centre-back, and now as a striker for Mourinho.
Is this the Fellaini role?
It's a Fellaini role.
The Fellaini role.
This is lovely. Well, I've always wanted the next Fellaini. United playing a 3-5-2 now. Pereira.
Where do you see McTominay in 5 years?
And Herrera in midfield. I think he's going to be a good player. Like he's got that. Like,
is he the
work.
new Darren Fletcher?
He's one of the new Darren Fletchers. 2 Darren Fletchers. The other one's Ethan Hamilton. Both are going to be good for United. Just players that you need to win a league. You need players like that. You need players that are going to work hard, that are going to do the hard yards.
Robin seems so old now as well.
Yeah, he was.
Like, I just remember him at Chelsea when. Now he just seems like. Nice little nice little turn from Fred there.
Deep in midfield again. Fred.
Is that Smalling gone into centre?
Yeah, it's a 3-5-2.
No, a DM.
No, he's 3-5-2.
He's playing in front of.
No, definitely not. It's Pereira, the same midfield as before.
What's he doing?
I don't know. Luke Shaw again in the final third, not making the plays.
Why are they closing us down so fast? And why, when they got the ball, we look lazy and we uninterrupt them?
I think we're sitting off in our defensive third, which isn't a bad thing, but we're maybe not being as aggressive when we should be in there.
I'm in Australia and subscribed to MUTV, but it's not showing the game. That's because apparently it's showing only in the UK for some reason.
Sorry guys.
And that's why you should stick with us here.
Yes, that's why you should stay here for some more top quality analysis, like why Romelu Lukaku was so good against Brazil in the World Cup, playing on the right-hand side of midfield. He was really good in this game.
A wide target man.
A wide target man. This was one of my favourite Lukaku performances. It was simple. He literally just got the ball and brought it down into the final third, but then created a goal out of absolutely nothing. Again, you see the passes that he's receiving, all long balls. Lovely stuff. A wide target man, Romelu Lukaku. But the real juicy side of this was, of course, the goal that he created for Kevin De Bruyne. What a run. In midfield, won by Belgium. Lukaku driving through midfield, completes a lovely take on, ball out. Good finish from Kevin De Bruyne, but an option for United next season in the bigger games. I've kept on saying 4-3-3, false 9, maybe getting someone like Jesse Lingard in the middle.
If McTominay's the new Fletcher, who's the new Ji-sung Park?
Oh, I can't wait. The new Ji-sung Park is going to be amazing.
Oh.
I love Ji-sung Park.
I love the song you made for him.
I just like, he's one of those players that, again, you only respect when you fully understand what he does for the team and the impact that he has, and why teams get to finals is players like Darren Fletcher, players like Park Ji-sung. We just got a potential penalty shout there by...
I've muted the game stream and I'm listening to you guys.
Goretzka going down in the box. Good work, good.
That's what you need to do.
Work. Good work. But yeah, good stuff.
Man United went from a world-class team to a team trying to win the FA Cup. Now, let's talk about this then. So Alex Ferguson, when he resigned, he won you the league, so you can't say...
Scott McTominay, though, breaking...
Oh, referee!
Give him the cheese!
Grr.
Scott McTominay showing why he's going to be the new Marwan Fellaini.
What a disgrace.
Love
nice
it.
fade. He's got a
That was good.
fresh fade.
It's good stuff from Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay, in fact,
He's just absolutely ran Boateng all over.
That was good. Played his last season for was it the under 18s or the under 20? It was the 23s where he played as a striker, I thought. Yeah. Scott McTominay, the new Marwan.
Boateng comes on and gets booked within minutes.
Again, like Jerome Boateng did a similar thing in the World Cup, didn't he? That sending off. Awful.
Yeah, what was he doing?
What was he doing? But Scott McTominay showing some good option. I think it is this, with Fellaini not back in the dressing room, who can be the Fellaini. I think Victor Lindelof's had a very good game for United as well, been sure on the ball.
I don't think Belgium passed enough to Lukaku in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's a fair point. It's an interesting one. I think they kept the ball a lot. He was playing a sort of slightly different role, more of a poacher, last man, where, like you sort of saying, it would be nice to get him in. What would have been really, really cool is you'd seen the old school Kevin De Bruyne at Wolfsburg, Kevin De Bruyne, where he played as a number 10 behind a target man, Bastossa, that day, off Lukaku. I'd like to have seen that.
Wow.
Kevin De Bruyne was so much more fun at Wolfsburg. Seriously.
Where is Lukaku, Dave?
He's on holidays. I think he's back now, isn't he? He's back at training, so he'll be back very shortly for Manchester United. I imagine he'll be on the bench for the first game of the season.
There's quite a lot of people saying that Lingard's the new Park.
Yeah, it's a fair comparison. That is a really fair comparison. I think they're slightly different in terms of, I think Lingard presses a little bit more. Park Ji-sung was very good at getting back, but both really that sort of workman-like midfield. Absolutely love that. Oh, Cameron. Dave, should we sign Messi? No. He won't make it in Mourinho's team. You know, as a number 10 or a striker, you need more of a powerful guy like a Fellaini or a Lukaku. Just wouldn't score the goals in the Premier League. You know.
McTominay up front. Oh dear. Here comes Zorro or whatever it's called. You know,
Zorro.
Back in your day, you know the guy.
The face mask. It was Zorro. You're right. Yeah, Zorro.
Zorro.
Back in my day.
Mina to Everton.
Oh, Yerry Mina
so
to Everton.
Yerry Mina's moved to Everton, stopping the Manchester
United smoke screen.
Yeah.
I hear rumour.
Bang.
Transfer news.
Interesting one. I think Everton have been crying out for a centre half. I don't think Michael Keane's worked at all over there. Again, Ronald Koeman. I said in my last Premier League prediction that Everton would do awful under Koeman. He got sacked.
I'm not looking forward to it.
If you remember, everyone, including Stephen Alson, were like, Everton are going to be really good next season. And you're like, their squad is so unbalanced, it's a joke. Then it happened, and everyone's like, oh, Everton's squad was always unbalanced. And you're like, you all said they were going to do really well and be the dark horses. I remember these things. Like Croatia, dark horses. World Cup. Yeah, I called that. Any more questions, Cam?
I'm just looking for, you know...
For what? What are you looking for?
The tweet Marty just put on. Everyone is ignoring the problem and assuming that things will change. This season will start soon and we have no change.
James Gunn. Dave, would you like to take Mark Noble as your creative midfielder? Mark Noble, I respect Mark Noble. I think he does well at West Ham United, but creative.
Would you have
Noble?
taken him?
No.
Would you have put him in the England squad when he had that good season for West Ham? No.
He's not that creative. When Rudy's coming on for Bayern Munich, Sebastian Rudy, linked with a move back to RB Leipzig, so Nagelsmann can be his manager next season.
That's a nice comment. Three Lung Park is the Kante of 10 years ago.
Different player. Kante, I love that.
That's his nickname, Three Lung Park.
Yeah. He's energy.
Ran everywhere, didn't he?
Went to when United beat AC Milan at Santiago, was that?
Tuanzebe or Mitchell on for sure.
Greater than Shaw.
Oh, greater than Shaw.
Yeah, it's interesting. Mitchell would have been
Very
good.
sorry about that.
Defensively wasn't great against Real Madrid, I think it was. Which we didn't do enough. Or was it? No, it was Liverpool. I think it was Liverpool we didn't play too good in a defensive sense. Gave away the penalty. Probably why Mourinho's not played him since.
Would you like to see more youth in the team for the last 20 minutes?
Yeah, why not?
It's a pointless friendly.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun. Bit of a party. That's why Scott McTominay's played up front.
Spruce the game
Scott
up a little
McTominay there, winning a throw for United in their half, pressurising during Boateng, just boots the ball out. Good stuff, Scott. Shout out to McTominay.
Did you ever take throw-ins as a player?
I used to take line out when I played rugby. When I played hooker.
That's not hard though. You just go.
It's harder than taking a throw.
It's hard. It's bloody hard. I'm telling you that for real. I was taking throw-ins today.
Cameron, you're a rugby footballer.
Long throws into the box.
Here we have Robin, ball inside, headed down by Andres Pereira.
Chris Smalling playing the DM. Look, you're playing 4 at the back.
It's definitely 3.
You are.
He's just attacking.
No, he's not.
When you play 3 centre halves.
Oh no, yeah. Shut up. Shut up.
Cameron, this is why you failed with Barnsley on Foot Manager. Is that you've lacked that knowledge of 3 centre halves. Ball into the channel.
With the ball.
Sanchez chasing Schüller. Schüller back to the goalkeeper, and there's no one else pressing.
Yeah, but we could have Andy Robertson pressing for 30
we
yards.
We could do. Robertson very good at pressing for 30 yards. That Napoli result against the Liverpool result against Napoli was pretty bad, wasn't it? An absolute hammering, 5-0. Carlo Ancelotti must be like, oops.
No, youth is not going to win United the Prem. Do City think that?
No. City have just...
I was talking about this game particularly. Pre-season's where you want to see some youngsters, like Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's proven himself. Go on, Lukey.
Yeah, but you would never have seen that under Conte.
No.
You had opportunity to play him
or Mourinho, as you can see.
Well, we've got players like Luke Shaw. Young players.
Let's have a look at that poll then, because we didn't go
let's get
to
the
it
poll
at
going.
halftime. So, is that right for you?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yeah, let's go for the top one.
So, 41% of people say it's time for Luke Shaw to leave, and 58%. I don't know where's the 9.
What do you mean?
Like 58 and 41 don't add up to 100, Dave.
There's just 1% missing, not 9%.
No, that's what I meant. Where's the like?
Oh, that's what you're saying, yeah. I was a bit worried then when you were like, can you even add up?
Can I even maths?
I think you can't be here if you can't add up.
No, I was literally just saying, where's the extra 1%? Like, where's the 59?
Someone's asking questions about Spitfires or Mustangs. Interesting. World War II questions coming in. Scott Parker was class. Scott Parker was a workman-like midfielder. Loved to do the Scott Parker turn, the 360 spin on himself. But yeah, so get into the polls if you're not voted already. Who would you like to set up next season? So who? West Ham, Wolves, or Fulham? Wolves have got it. Wolves have got the vote at the moment. It'll be very interesting.
100% of people want Chong on for
Wow, 100% of the people want it.
Scott McTominay came on instead.
Yeah, but Scott McTominay is the bee's knees when it comes to being a target man from the front.
55% of people who voted want to see how Wolves were set up this season. 30% want to see how West Ham was set up, and 13% want to see how Fulham was set up.
Fulham.
Yeah, so Wolves have won that poll.
Yeah. Well, are winning.
Winning.
Could see a massive influx of votes, which would be good.
There's quite a few more minutes left to play.
Yeah.
The reason why Man United will not succeed is because they have blind players who are not sure about themselves.
Okay, sure in which way? Fosu-Mensah there, crunching tackle.
I feel what he meant by that is they aren't confident enough on the ball and they can't spot a pass.
But then we're seeing Pereira threading into the midfield that are becoming.
Look at that press.
Today.
One man press.
One man pressing machine. Scott McTominay is.
Has Mina joined Everton?
Yes, he has.
He has.
Apparently. We'll get the double conversion on the Reddit.
Speak Portuguese.
I don't know any Portuguese words.
Well, wait there.
Apparently Wolves are very close in signing Amanda Traore as well. Hola. It'll be different, won't it? Because Portuguese is a bit harsher. Hola. Excellent. But yeah, apparently
there's Portuguese.
Amanda Traore going to be joining Wolves in a record deal. That could be really interesting. Pace, quick, very good at taking people on. Could be decent signing for them. I like that a lot.
Finding it hard to be positive about the season. Well, why don't you give them a bit of positivity, David?
It's football. Football's really good.
I'm buzzing for that. If you want to also have a look at other football stuff, check out the Championship.
No, I watched the Championship yesterday at the pub and it was awful.
No, the Derby game was quite interesting.
Honestly,
Frank Lampard was there.
Swansea versus Sheffield United. They lacked so much idea and quality in the final third. Nicolas Schüller in the penalty area tries to flick and it's cleared by.
He's no Fred, is he?
No, he's no Fred. He hasn't got the skills to pay the bills.
Oh, watch Robin cut inside. Oh wow!
Ball out.
As if I've read what Robin's done for his whole career.
Phil Jones kills it. Terrible.
Wow, look at this comfortable back passing here.
David De Gea, ball out to Ander Herrera.
Oh, it's a nice touch. Into Fred.
Come on, Fred.
Oh, he drives.
Oh, ref!
Come on, ref!
He's got to book him there. Rudy, give him the cheese. But good play that from United, playing out from front to back. Like it.
Substitution.
Who's coming on? Oh, it's Chong! Yes! Chong is coming on for...
Is that Mitchell as well? Chong and Mitchell.
Change of goalkeepers. I think Lee Grant's going to get some minutes as well.
Oh, that's a brilliant...
Like it, lads. Maybe we'll see a change
I
in...
like it like that.
Is it going to be Sanchez coming off, guys? Who's it going to be? What's it going to be like, substitution time? This is the most excitement we've had in the whole game, man. Tuanzebe's coming on. So Luke Shaw goes off for Demi Mitchell. Luke Shaw not having the greatest of games, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Wasn't that enjoyable, his performance in the final third, which is a big thing that he needs to improve on. And Chong is coming on for Fred. I think we're going to have a change of system, guys. Change of system.
Dave, am I allowed to vote?
Which one?
This one. Ben's made a poll.
Oh, Ben, you are an absolute ledge. No, you've got to vote the other one, man. There you go. Yeah. Get into the polls, guys. Man United. Looks like
Chong's on, Mitchell's on, Lee Grant's on. What more could you ask for?
So we've just had Scott McTominay do a shift up front. He's now dropped into midfield.
Greenwood.
Chong, right-hand side, tries to come
It's already won a corner.
It's a corner. Come on, this is the most exciting we've had of the game so far. Tahith, Chong, doing bits.
Tahith. That's another outtakes that.
Yeah, that was a good outtake.
Interesting.
Pereira, deadly from set pieces. Pereira. See the banger he scored against Liverpool.
500 likes, guys, and that's a full-time Q&A with Mr. David Statman.
Yeah, you want to see that because there's lots of questions on your mind. Here we have.
So that's 72 more likes, and there's 900 people watching, so you can get that done.
Andres Pereira.
Can they get it done?
I reckon they can. Into the rubbish stuff. From
Chong back in.
Touchdown.
McTominay.
Back to Mamono, who clears.
Was that?
Go on, Chong.
Go on, Chongy.
I like his energy's been good so far, hasn't it? Like
Well, he has just come on.
Number 44.
Luke Shaw's off.
Yeah, he's off for Demi Mitchell.
Wow.
Ball in behind Man United, and Herrera will deal with it. And out it goes by David. Oh, it's Lee Grant now. David De Gea obviously being subbed off.
Mate.
Lee Grant coming in.
Oh, goal not granted.
That must have been the weirdest transfer of the summer, I reckon. That Lee Grant to Manchester United.
Rob Green to Chelsea.
Similar, both strange.
At least Lee Grant's not past it.
Yeah, but at the same time, they're both players that aren't going to play. United looking a bit different. They're looking like they're playing a midfield.
Statman Dave reacting to Chong coming on was literally me.
Just want to see more Chong.
Dave, what we should play at United is a 3-5-1-1 with a deep-lying auxiliary medio campo with two asymmetrical advanced
Enganches
with
Cortista
and wide inverted wing backs with a round behind a striker.
I couldn't agree more. That Khalid's nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. I completely agree. I think the Enganche midfield is really going to be the one that's going to let it go. You're talking Riquelme. Riquelme, what a player he was. You were probably too young to watch Riquelme.
Mourinho's not happy.
He's been sent off.
Have you just missed that?
No, I don't think he's been booked.
Can't get sent off in a pre-season friendly, can you?
It's changed the system though. The shape of United, two strikers, Scott McTominay in behind.
Rob Green's agent needs a pay rise.
Yeah, he does. Pereira holding midfield.
A nice back five, obviously.
Manchester United, yeah, always good. Ball into the box, cut back,
nice cut
edge
back.
of the area. Nearly 2-0 Bayern Munich there.
Great football from Bayern.
Yeah,
Bayern
good play.
played a lot better football than you.
They play well again. Like something United could learn from Bayern is that ability to play the wide areas again. Kingsley Coman completely taken on Fosu-Mensah, low cross into the box and just over the bar. Shot coming in after the cutback. Good move. Good move.
Do you rate Gretzka?
Yeah, I think he's a player. Gretzka was the guy that's just nearly scored then.
Man United get a corner, best excitement of the game.
Ooh,
says it all, really.
Is that Ander Herrera going off injured, maybe?
That Joe Garner coming on.
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy
Garner. James. Jimmy to his pals. Nice to see youth players getting minutes.
Yeah.
Getting some
like
minutes.
I said,
9 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes ago, I said, why don't you play with some kids? And now I think half the team are kids.
Yeah, it's good. Bit of youth.
Younger than me.
Sanchez, lovely little turn. Spinning on a sixpence, attacking the final third inside left channel.
Awful pass. Obviously doesn't do that much, does he?
Looking to play ahead.
Chong. Look at that physicality.
Physicality.
He's ready for that.
He's ready for the game.
Jesse Lingard 99, Chong 100.
Yeah,
am I right?
105.
You right, UK?
Jimmy Gard now holding in midfield with Pereira. Scott McTominay just advanced to those two. United playing a 3-4-1-2.
Dave, what do you think of Fabinho to Liverpool?
Very good transfer. Yeah, if you go check out my Liverpool video, he's a player that will balance the Liverpool side. Anchorman, holding midfield.
Mourinho's not happy. Unbelievable. Great analysis from Cam. You're welcome. That's what you get. When Steve's rambling on, I'll just short and sweet.
Short and sweet, unbelievable.
Just like me. Although I'm 5'10", 9.
Not that tall, though, are you?
I'm taller than you, Dave.
No, you're not. No,
I'm taller than Dave.
I'm 6'4".
Then you're not. You wish.
Yeah, Will Hobson's 6'4", isn't he?
Title number 21 incoming.
I can see it. It did with the 3-5-2. It's game over. Bayern Munich building again. Rudy out wide. Bayern looking to create again through Kingsley Coman. Recycled again. Bayern Munich have been good on the ball, haven't they? Similar strategy to, well, it doesn't look like there's much changed from Niko Kovac. Seems like they're doing the same thing, but they're doing it very, very well in a sense. Not really opened United up, though, in open play. Apart from now, again, Kingsley Coman, a real thorn in United's right-hand side.
Do you think that everyone is overreacting with Jose? He is building a spine where I didn't see any of the previous managers do. Something he didn't see, sorry.
I think United needed a full-back. They bought one. United needed a defensive midfielder. Here we have, though, Rafinha, double overlap on the right-hand side. Ball across the box. There's a big chance for Goretzka. Completely misses it. Rudy will recycle possession. Can he cross into the box? Flashed across. That was really poor defending from United's left-hand side, that. Open them up with a bit of combination play.
Hi Dave, who do you think Mourinho will single out in the post-match interview today, or will he complain about transfers?
May complain about transfers.
Probably complain. That's a nice drinking game.
Maybe single out Scott McTominay for his versatility playing centre forward. I'd actually see that. I reckon that. I'd put a bet on that right now if you could.
Why don't you guys create a drinking game?
For Mourinho
press conferences.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Decent.
Evening, Statman Dave. Looks like I missed a cracker.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's been a.
It's been a great game, Loki Doki. Honestly,
shout out big FM YouTube. If you like FM, go and check out his channel.
It's never been better. This is what we're here for.
What we're here for. Low blocks.
We've had the pizza.
We've had the pizza.
Highlight of the game was a corner.
Yeah.
And Chong coming on.
Yeah, Chong coming on was a great highlight.
Winning the corner.
Yeah, that was the best part of the game for me.
Robin cutting inside again.
Tuanzebe clears the ball again. Axel Tuanzebe coming on for Victor Lindelof has been the highlight for me. Absolute highlight.
If Dave was 6'4", he'd be the meathead centre back for Yeovil. He can't play football.
I can. I'm just broken. I've retired, injured.
At the age of 38.
38. Camera, mate. Do you want your P45 now or tomorrow?
Get in, I'm hired.
You know that doesn't mean that, right?
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Lindelof's been good today. I think that's one thing that's been good from him in terms of his ball play, and I think he defended really well that chance that Gnabry had to bear down on goal, 1v1, last man defending, really good stuff.
Who in this midfield then cuts off, what's their roles? You want a midfielder that presses, you want one that cuts off the passes, and then you want one that can just go through people. Yeah. What, individually, what's their roles? Not in this certain midfield, but the midfield three you started.
That we started with. We started with Pereira at the base of midfield.
And what are you expecting him to do against Leicester? If he starts,
want him to control the tempo. Want him to be the one that's feeding the passes forward to the players ahead, the two midfielders ahead of him, the three forwards ahead of him. You want him to dictate and hold position and rotate. That's the good thing about what we mentioned before with our lovely tactical diagram. Where's that gone? Cameron, we spent ages drawing this. Here's the old...
So I'd like to just remind Lindelof, Bailly, Pereira, Fred and Herrera.
So Herrera was the one that was a bit left out because Herrera likes coming to the ball, but it was kind of covered by Pereira dropping between the centre halves, United playing out that way and Fred dropping in, which is what I like. So for the game against Leicester City, I want to see that movement from Pereira, that downward movement. I want to see Fred rotate into 8 to play make, and I want to see a lot of fluidity, but the build-up, I want the fullbacks to be really high. The fullbacks up here on the pitch. Oh, we are so far off the screen, up here.
No, it's not.
Lovely
you couldn't see your face, so you can just see the paper in front of your face.
Lovely stuff. Lovely biscuits, guys. Good tactics today. That's what I want to see from the midfield.
These pre-season games are pointless. Now, I used to think that in Football Manager, but then you actually become no, they're not actually. They're very important.
What did you in your pre-season then when you didn't get Barnsley promoted?
I just gave them to when I used to play Football Manager when I was 15, I used to just give them to my assistant manager and be like, I just want to play the season.
It depends what year you're in. If you're in the first year, you need to play. If in the second year, you don't need to play. That's what my opinion is.
Is that what you think?
It depends if you're putting in a new system. If you're playing a new system, you need to change it. But yeah.
What do you think of Sturridge in pre-season?
Good. He's been good. Again, goal Bayern Munich.
2-0. Iron Robin.
United 0.
Chelsea legend.
Deep ball in from the left-hand side. Oh, is it offside? It's
offside!
Woo-hoo-hoo! We haven't seen this much excitement since the Chong corner. Ball in there. Lovely ball that was. Yeah, it's just offside. Devin Mitchell No, he's on. He's definitely on. Chris Smalling played him
finish.
on. Chris Smalling 100% played him on in the centre of the park there.
And he's like, get away.
God damn it. United's problem in pre-season has been runners when they've been playing a back three, and again, that was a problem there because Smalling, Mitchell were deeper than the two centre-backs. Again, massive issues. Lovely ball, though. I think that was Kingsley Coman who played that ball from deep, who's been an absolute live wire since coming on. Live
Why
wire.
did I celebrate it being offside?
Because... You're going to get decked sometime soon, Cam. Someone's going to deck you in the streets of Manchester. Unbelievable.
Don't forget, like the video for an Instagram Q&A at the end of the video at full time.
Got 2 minutes left of this game.
A bit of analysis going into a full-time Q&A.
Yeah, not much analysis. There's not been much to analyse today, if we're going to be brutally honest. United's shape has been so deep.
What do you think about the pizza, Dave?
Yeah, it was great pizza. Really good pizza. I'm going to have some more pizza when we finish. I don't like eating pizza on camera because it's a bit embarrassing.
I bet a lot.
I bet a lot of pizza. Bayern Munich rotating the ball in midfield. Lewandowski deep. Was
he off, Dave?
Was he off?
Offside.
Yeah, he was off. No, he was on. Sorry, he was on. He was on. Yeah, Smalling's back leg was deeper than Robin's front leg.
Short is fat.
Excellent.
Do you think he is?
No, it's just his body type.
Exactly.
He's got the way
stocky
body
man.
type.
I thought he was.
Yeah.
Stocky. I think he let himself go a bit in some.
Good defending from Tuanzebe on the cover. I am Robin trying to be played
through. Was he on loan at Villa?
Yep. Played right back for Villa for a bit. Debbie Mitchell, forward pass.
I think
Chong. Could have been in there, Chong. He wasn't in. He would have got the ball to feet. Would have been exciting.
Another one-man press. Maybe you'll tweet that out.
Yeah. The two-man press. The legacy of the pressing of one man.
Statman Dave, who is this United fan next to you? Where?
He's not a United fan. He supports Chelsea. And his name's Cam Waters. Go and check out the link of his channel in below. Go and subscribe if you want. If not, go and subscribe to Abdul, who probably does better content.
Come on, Dave. We don't talk about Abdul. I'm just gonna make a new sign.
Don't make any signs, Cameron, that you don't want to. You need to put it in between us, you muppet. Man will know a base of his box.
Screenshot that, Ben. Get that tweeted out.
Lovely stuff. Clearance from Bayern Munich. United pressing a little bit high here in the 3-5-2. Pressed well in the 3-5-2 in pre-season. Smalling with a wayward header, looking to be flicked on by Tuanzebe, who's advanced from centre-back into the opposition's half. Again, this game is coming to a close, you'd say. Not the greatest game we've ever seen. We've watched some pretty bad games over the World Cup. This is probably the worst in pre-season, I'd have to say.
Oh, this has been a great game.
Really has. Guendouzi greater than Jorginho. Different players. I like Jorginho, I like Guendouzi, I like both of them. Shout out Lisa.
Let's not overreact. It will be okay when Marwan Fellaini's back in the team.
That's what I've been saying all along. We just need to wait for Marwan Fellaini to come back. We'll pump some long ball swim. He'll bring the ball down. We'll score loads of goals. Everything will be okay.
Mourinho is the kind of guy to drink Fanta pineapple.
Fanta pineapple?
Never heard of that.
I reckon that'd be decent. Fanta lemon is really good. Really underrated.
Pineapple juice is underrated.
See, that's what I mean. So,
grapefruit is awful.
I think that I agree with that comment. But what I mean with pineapple is I don't think pineapple fizzy would be that good.
Cheers, Dave.
Yeah. Analysis on the Statman Dave YouTube channel. That's a reason to goddamn subscribe. Any more breaking news in the world of transfers? Let's see if we can move on to that.
How scary is for Liverpool's front three?
They're good. They're very good. Love how they interchange. Really good altogether. And that's that. Full-time Man United losing to Bayern Munich in the last pre-season game. Remember, pre-season doesn't mean anything. But Scott McTominay played as a centre-forward, so he's going to score 500 goals this season in the Premier League. Because we like you guys, we're probably going to do another Instagram Q&A to wrap things off. In terms of this game, United defended deep in a 4-5-1. They looked to negate Bayern's possession play. To be fair, they were pretty decent. I don't think they opened up in too much in the first half, especially in the 4-3-3. I think Bayern scored from a corner, rubbish tracking from Darmian on the near post on Lewandowski, but also the tracking, of course, under Pereira of the goal scorer. And again, that was the game. That was the wrap. Game, set, match. Let's get into the Instagram Q&A time, and then we will call that it for today.
Right. I admire Statman Dave and what looks like his son having to fill in for 2 hours. Impressive work.
Good stuff from Lockie.
I am not 12. I am 20.
Excellent. 12 years old, Cameron. No, you've got to be over the age of whatever to be on. Yeah, let's go. Question time. We're going to do a quick 5 questions. The ones that you sent on me, of course, on Instagram. Statman Dave on Instagram. Check that out. Check that out on Twitter. Check it out on YouTube. Subscribe, like the video. All the good stuff. Let's do it.
Let me get to where we were before, David.
When you do a link like that, you just expect...
Who's your fantasy football captain?
Sanchez for the first week.
Sanchez. Can Man United finish in the top 4 as it stands?
Yes.
Most goals, no, we've had that one. 4-3-1-2 for next season.
4-3-1-2. Could be interesting. I'd like to see that. Number 10, two strikers.
Toby in, so no Harry Maguire, question mark?
I'd rather have Maguire.
Lingard as a false 9 or an inverted winger controlling the half space.
I like him as a false 9.
Who has the better better squad, Barcelona or Juventus?
Juventus.
Who's going to win the EPL Golden Boot?
Salah.
Favourite actor?
I'm not very good with actors, to be fair.
Me?
No, you're not an actor, though, are you? You're a fraud.
That's really mean.
What's it called? I don't know. Just...
Leonardo.
Yeah,
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He does some good stuff.
Oh, for God's sake. What will you do if Mourinho is gone before the winter? What will you do personally?
Probably make some more videos.
Around Christmas time.
I'd be a bit upset.
We have a tree up.
I'd be upset if it was Christmas time.
I'll give you a present.
I'd be upset.
You know, my face.
No present.
Under the tree at Christmas morning.
Cameron, let's continue the questions. Quick fire questions. That's
do you
what
think
the
Pereira
people
will
want.
be important this season?
Pereira?
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Will Zidane join United in case Jose leaves?
No, I think he's going to join Juventus.
Darmian or Valencia?
Valencia?
Why isn't Martial with the squad?
Not sure.
Nagelsmann or Zidane?
Nagelsmann.
Yeah. If you could take 3 players from Bayern to come to United, who would you go for?
Ooh, Kimmich, David Alaba, Nicolas Schüller.
That's just sort out your defence.
Yeah, 4 defenders, 3 defenders.
Are you wearing the shorts?
I've got some different shorts on today, but they are very short.
Your thoughts on our new number 10? Jesus Christ. There's a quick fire, David.
Sorry, I had to do the jump. Go.
We'll be doing all these streams all season.
We'll be doing the Champions League, home of the Champions League, the Statman Dave YouTube channel. We may also throw some other bonus streams in, but it'll be the Champions League focus. We'll do United, we'll do other teams around Europe. I love the Champions League.
What about going to games?
Yeah, we're doing that as well.
Hashtag
all the good stuff.
Amigo questions.
Yeah.
Who to sell, Jones or Smalling?
Broho.
Who would you replace Jose with?
Nagelsmann.
It's coming home.
Yes.
Just how big is Harry Maguire's head? Slabhead. What about Benjamin Mendy from City?
Oh, what a player. He's going to be good this year.
Is Isaac Dix potential?
Oh, you've just read something out and been done, mate.
Oh, yeah, I have. I don't do that.
Well played, Cameron.
That sounded like a real name.
Yeah, unfortunately it wasn't.
And I was like, oh, it's European football.
Next question.
No, disgusting. No. Stop that. How many goals for Lukaku this season?
30.
Best left back in the world?
Marcelo.
What app are you using?
StatZone.
Wow. Link in the description. When do you think Sarri will come to a game high as hell? You know, with his cigars.
Oh, he's not allowed to smoke in Premier League games, I do believe.
Abramovich.
But I think Chelsea will come good around Christmas.
Abramovich has also told him off. He said you're not allowed your half-time cigarettes anymore.
Oh, fair enough.
And he needs to smarten up.
Oh.
Not allowed to wear a tracksuit. Would you rather win the Premier League playing boring football or play nice football and not win it?
Win the Premier League.
Out of every current Premier League player build a starting 11. That's fantasy football.
That's fantasy football, which we'll have a video on Tuesday, so check that one out.
If there was an all-star game between North and South, who would win?
North.
Who would be in your teams? That's another question. That's a tough question.
Sterling.
Lukaku.
Right. Goals.
Do you think Manchester United will sack Jose?
No.
Malcolm or Vinicius Jr.?
Malcolm at the moment. Vinicius Jr. in the future.
Who wins the La Liga this season?
Oh, it's going to be The Liga's going to be a lot of fun.
Mushroom on pizza tastes awful.
Okay, cool.
Who wins, Conor McGregor or Khabib?
Conor McGregor.
Who your favourite season in the Prem?
2007-8.
Favourite kit?
That season, United kit.
Question for Cam: is Statman Dave a fraud? Yes. When I see Dave, I just think he's a man-child with a high level of vocabulary. Do you agree, Dave?
Me?
Yeah. Do you agree, Dave?
Do
you agree that you're a man-child with a high-level vocabulary?
I know stats as well. So.
He does know stats. I can back
numbers
that up.
And stuff, Simple.
He's got a degree.
Yeah, got a degree in stuff.
How bad are Chelsea's striker options?
Pretty rubbish if Eden Hazard isn't converted to a false 9. And on that note, that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow, we've got a Premier League preview video going out on the Statman Dave YouTube channel. Tuesday, we have a fantasy football video. Wednesday, as you guys decided in the poll in the top left,
Going to be
we're doing
Wolves.
Wolves, how they will set up next season. And then, of course, Thursday, transfer window, will be reacting live, doing all transfers and things. And then Friday, we'll have a preview for the weekend that you'll be able to vote on Monday for who you want to see.
That is all brilliant content here on the Statman Dave YouTube channel.
Thanks, Cameron.
You're welcome, Dave.
You want to check out Cameron? Cameron Waters, link in the description below. I've been Statman Dave. He's been Cam.
I've been Cam.
We're going to go now, and we'll see you guys very, very shortly on the Statman Dave YouTube channel.
Au revoir.
Thanks for watching. Au revoir. See you guys later.